All right, so everybody, thank you for joining us today. I am Delta Tango Mike, and give me a second because I am trying to adjust my Behance, and I think Behance is it all the way down? Let me see if it's all the way down. They've been having problems today. It's let's see. I am checking my Behance group. Let's see, sounds the Google, why was Safari? So I'm trying to double check and see what's going on because the Behance is not working. I already changed the RTMP. Let me go ahead and turn that off and see if that did anything. No, let me turn it back on. Boom. It yes, it's not responding, and I have everything set. And Restream is sending a signal out, and Restream says it's online, but on Behance is not showing up. So let's take a look, and let's see what I can see on my side. Sometimes when it's your account, it looks one way, and then when people see it, yeah, it just says live streaming soon. Stay tuned. Right? That's what you see. You guys see, right? Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna have to just like get rid of it. All right, let me try this again. Yeah, give me 1 second, everybody. I am working through troubleshooting here. RTMP, there goes my thing, and then it says alive. Add channel. Let's see. About RTMP. Got it. There it goes. Sending data. Let's try this again one more time. And if it doesn't work, there's not gonna be a Behance. Is anybody else live on Behance? Do you guys know? Oh, so they are live on Behance. Oh, you did say ABC. Uh-huh. Oh, that's pretty cool. The ABC Studios. I didn't know that. Okay, okay. Huh. It says offline. I did grab the link. It says online. Custom art RTMP. Mm-hmm. To the clubhouse. All right, let's double check one more time. Copy. So you guys who are watching right now on other places, I apologize. Usually everything is well, not everything. Sometimes always something always breaks. And today is one of those days where Behance is just not catching on. But you know what? I can roll with it, and then I can always upload the video later to Behance. Let me see. Let me see if I can just go ahead and cancel and try it again before we get going. You guys can't see my screen, but it's okay. On the Discord, we have awesome folks already hanging out with us. So if you are interested in hanging out with cool artists, with cool people, with those who are interested in building the arts community, then come on in through the Discord. There is a link in the description of this video. Come on through. I am Delta Tango Mike. You can find me anywhere on the internet. DTM, Delta Tango Mike. And I like to go live and stream art. I do lots and lots of art. Art, art, art. I get paid to draw, then I draw to relax. I draw when I'm stressed out. I draw when I'm tired. I really draw all the time. That is a thing. That is a thing. Anybody has that problem like I do, what they call it, monk? Anybody pay attention to that show, Monk? He says it's blessing and a curse. That it's just a nonstop drawing, nonstop drawing, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy, but that's me. That's my life, and so that's why I like to go live and share all the time. So here we go. Let's try it one more time. There it is. We are live on Behance. Is stringing
All
has
right.
started. I will update the info on the Behance in 1 second, so that way you know what we're doing today. And if you're watching this video later, on the replay, and you're like, why is Dan taking so long? It's because technology sometimes is a good thing. Sometimes it just wants to mess with your day, but we're not gonna let it. We're not gonna let it. So let's type in what we need to type in here, and get going. So today I'm gonna be drawing with Illustrator on the iPad. And let me double check.
Because
Yep, we have audio, so that's good. That's good. I do hate this microphone, and I've been working on with other microphone solutions, including this one. I probably could just change it out right now, but in any case, this is the audio we're gonna get tonight. There's a ton of things that I've been trying to work on. So let's get jump into it. All right. Thank you everybody on the Discord for hanging out with me and holding still while I work on the technical difficulties. Here we go. All right. Now, if you've been paying attention to some of the artwork that I been doing lately, then you will know that I did a drawing featuring a space person. And I called it a space person just because I felt like it. And then Odari decided that I called it space person because I'm a fan of the Expanse. And I hadn't thought about that, but I am a fan of the Expanse. And I do like space stuff, like space stories, like something related to space, things that happen in space. I do like that, and so there it is. That's how we do it. Let me go ahead and pull that image out.
why you? Why are you? How are you?
What is happening? I,
Oh, you
I,
driving with that car right there. And
that's
why does
Odari.
everything
That
like
was Odari. All right, so I do want to thank Chris. I want to
that?
welcome Christine, D, Mercurio Forte, Odari, RB, Soho, Steve, and Tom LaRock. If you guys can, oh, there it is. The chat works on Behance also. What's up, Monica? Monica moved on to the Behance. D is on the Behance also. So I want to thank everybody for coming through. I appreciate that. So let me go ahead and grab. Oh, this is some artwork that Tom did. Look at this. He did a Bet Dan. Na 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 Bet Dan. I can't sing. But in any case, that was pretty cool right there. So here is the drawing that I'm going to work on today. I started this drawing on Monday, and it was on Sketchable, and I was hanging out just drawing. So let me show you this that I did a drawing of myself recently, and live on Behance, and then Monica decided that hey, she was gonna try her hand at it. So let me pull it up. Let me see. Was it here? Where was it? Where did you send me this to myself, Monica? You posted it. It's a work in progress. That's what it was. There it is. Does that look like me? I like the eyes. I like how they're just black. Like that's cool. And there goes Monica with some watercolor. So this is our Discord where we get to hang out and talk. There's some people already hanging out, waiting for their chance to jump in and say something. Once I say something crazy, they're gonna jump in and be like, "Dan, that's crazy." And like, I know. What can I say? What can I do about that? All right, so here we go. We're gonna be working on Illustrator, not Fresco, Illustrator. All right. And I'm going to bring in this drawing. I'm going to do the full vector on it. If you've been following the Wednesday streams, you know that I've been doing a lot of emojis because we have this amazing Discord group. And it was like, hey, why don't we, Tom said, why don't we do our own emojis? I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. And so some of us have been creating emojis and adding them to the Discord. And so that's what that is right there, emoji number 2. Let's go ahead and create a poster design. What I want is to be landscape. So on Monday I did a drawing with a space person. I started talking about it and I forgot. And then what I decided to do was let's go 11 by 17, make it a landscape. Yep. Inches, correct. Got it. And so what I decided to do was to draw a commemorative. I don't know how to say that word. Somebody can help me out if they want to. Commemorative. Um, I want to
Nailed it.
Thanks. I want to commemorate the us reaching 100 over 100 members in the Discord. I don't even know how many we have today. I don't mean how many do we have now? Let me see. To this day we have Let's see, that says 3 right there, and 24 is 27, plus 108, that's 135. 135. So minus 3 because Tom is in there twice, Tamika and myself. So that's
Why you always
6.
gotta say that?
Well, because because I want to be transparent about it. I guess you could just say whatever, huh? 27. What was it? 35. 135. Fine, let's go with that. 135 members. And we've been having a great time talking about art, talking about the business of art, building that arts or creative community because everybody has different types of talents and we welcome them all. The great thing about having a space like this is that we also get to hang out with each other in this time and age when you cannot be out in the streets, or you shouldn't anyway. Some people do what they want, and you should not ex- uh, hang out with other people who live different lives and doing different things with their life every day. And so you don't know, you don't want to expose yourself, right? Some people have medical conditions, they have special restrictions, etc., and so on. And so the internet has allowed us the chance to build community from across the world. Literally, like it's like I'm not even hanging out with Atlanta people, Atlanta artists. I'm hanging out with folks from New Zealand, right, Steve? Canada, and Detroit, Sarajevo, Miami. Where are you from, Soho? And Mercurial, and Scotland. D. Oh my God.
Miami.
Miami. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So you down the street from Tom, and
Yep, right in the same neighborhood. Same neighborhood. Yep.
and then Mercurial. I forgot where you're from because I did notice. I did check out your profile one time. So, and what's up? Bree Price is joining us on Facebook. And so that's the cool thing about being on the internet and having a place where we can come together, enjoy each other's company, and build community. All right, so let me double check these uh, the chat. We have access to all the chats for YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And as soon as they pop in, I will respond to them. Okay, so I did have a question for all of you today, which relates to everything I just said, right? And I typed it in earlier when it was Behance was tripping. It is what is your favorite online platform? My man, Prestonification is in the house. Favorite platform and why? There we go. That's the question of today. So says Joanne's like, I mean Christine's like, we GP. Yes, Miami representing, says Tom. Word up, word up, word up. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Because Tom earlier was like, so let's get to drawing. And it's like, well, let's draw. That's what we're here to do. All right, so I got my Apple Pencil. I am on the iPad Pro. This is the original iPad Pro. The big 12.9 is still working. It's gonna keep on putting in work. That's what we're gonna do. All right, let's go ahead and close a couple of things here so that my computer runs smooth. I love it. Cool. All right. All right. So we have a drawing, and so what is your favorite platform and why? And I guess it depends also like at what point in history was that your favorite platform? So that's a little twist on that question. So what I want to do with this drawing is that I want to make it a wallpaper background, right? Screen. What do you say? Call it wallpaper, and so a screen wallpaper. And so I have a computer coming. It'll be here next week, and I'm gonna have two screens on it. And so I want this drawing to go across both screens because I've noticed a lot of people's computer systems online on like on Reddit. There's a couple subreddits called. One of them is called battle stations, and and so then you see people's screens everywhere and a whole bunch of screens, and you see the artwork or the wallpaper, and it all matches together like it's a seamless big screen. That's what I want. That's what I want. Good to see all the gang. The gang is here. Yes, Christine, that's right. All right, so let's go ahead and so that's what I want to do with this artwork. That's my idea. Tom is doing his own version of this drawing. He's coloring it in, doing all kinds of special effects. If anybody wants this drawing, I have the line drawing and the Photoshop file available. All you gotta do is come into the Discord. I forgot where I put it. I think I put it in the share your art work in progress. Yes, I did. I did that earlier today. Yep, it's right there. The PSD file is called 100 plus space person. And so there you go. All right. I didn't think you were serious about YouTube and Facebook. You're everywhere, says Christina. Mercurio Fortes says I'm in Las Vegas. Nice. Ah, I enjoyed my time in Vegas. I've only been there once, but it was a good time. I was with my wife, so it was a wholesome time. But still, I had a good time. All right. So let's get to it. Boom. Get the pen tool. Let's go ahead and get some line work in. Oh, that's my living room. It's like, what is going on? What's that noise out there? I do like using unconventional colors for my line work, and I do like use drawing a lot of lines in my artwork. So Shoshana Candy is asking, he's using Apple Pencil or pen. Well, there's as an Apple Pencil, and I don't know if there's such a thing as a pen. Oh, that's my grandchild. She's crying. Okay, I knew I heard something. And so I don't know about the if there's a pen, but if there is, let me know so that I can try it out. It is the Apple Pencil, and the first generation, so the top comes off. I do add a grip. I put a grip on it so that way it's easy to hold in my hand. And like I said, I like doing a lot of lines in my drawings. I need to get better to where I feel it's better. I want to start trying drawings where there's minimal lines because I admire a lot of great art out there that just like one or two lines and that's it. Boom, is a beautiful drawing. So, but me, I go crazy with the line work. Anybody else has a problem with lines, or is it just a DTM problem? All right, here we go. Let's do this. I'm going to start. Uh huh. Somebody says something. Boom. I'm going to start with a big, thick line. Let's go with the 4. Round out my edges. Yeah, there it is.
So
Oops.
you're on Illustrator right now?
I am on Adobe Illustrator, baby.
Oh, nice.
You like that? You already know about Illustrator on the iPad.
So quick. Oh, Illustrator on the iPad. Okay, got you.
Yes, yes, yes.
And what kind of brushes are you using for everybody out there?
So right now I'm just using the pen tool,
Uh-huh.
no brushes, and
Vector.
this is all vector. Everything is vector in Illustrator. Everything is vector. I don't know what happened here, so I'm gonna move away from the chin because I need to figure this out. But yeah, yeah, drawing with Illustrator um, gives you all these anchor points that when exported to any size, you still have the super clean clarity of sharp edges and when in a drawing in your artwork. So let's go ahead. I don't know what I'm doing here exactly, but we're gonna roll with it. There we go. Come on. Now, oops. I don't want to do that. Cuckoo, Behance is hanging, but not YouTube. Okay, okay. I see it. Yeah, it looks like real slow. It looks like it's way behind. Way behind. And that's a message from RB on the Discord. We have extra other conversations going on. Let me check. I have another computer over here. And, oh, there it is. It's caught up on this screen. Cool. I do own several computers, but, so I can always test things. All right, so this is Adobe Illustrator on the iPad. I am going to go to the home screen and let it sync to the cloud. There it goes. They're syncing on the cloud to the cloud with that little blue icon. Bam, go back to the home screen. You can see all of the artwork that I've been working on. When it comes to Illustrator, the great thing about Adobe Cloud Documents is that when you start a drawing in any device, you can save it to the cloud, and it will automatically update um, to any of your devices as long as you sign into that Creative Cloud. So that is an awesome way of working, and I like it. I enjoy it. All right, so I'm kind of lost here in the ear. I need to redo that ear. I don't like the chin. I want to work on that chin. We'll see. I'm gonna move on. Let's move on to a different part. Let's start with the hand over here. Usually, I am the kind of artist that likes starting with faces, and I've seen other artists start with different body parts, with the legs, with the arms, with the chest, and I don't know. I never really could understand that or figure out um, how like I need to see the my character's face for some reason. All right, and so it's real easy to work with vector using the pen tool because you're actually just clicking on the screen, bam, and then dropping an anchor point. That's what these little dots are called. That little blue dot, the little round white dot. Well, the blue dot is more like a blue little square,
Zoom
but
in there and show us the process.
there it is. And then
Dropping the.
yep, dropping the anchor point. So I'm gonna click here and drag, and now I get a curve. Let go, come over to the right side, boom. And I could turn on, I think I have a way to turn on.
So it's click, drag to match the curve. Lift the
Yeah,
pen, click, drag, match the curve, click, drag, match the curve, repeat.
right. So you click and drag to get a curve, or click to get um uh just
Straight
the
lines.
straight lines, the corners, right? The corners. There we go. And so now I have there it is. See, look, I click and I drag, and there's that I leave behind a handle. But if I just click and let go, like, well, I need to click and drag here, so then I can click, let go, it leaves a corner. So there we go. Boom. Click, let go, click, drag, click, let go. Bam. And then I use two fingers to pinch and zoom. There was an update on Adobe Illustrator on the iPad. Something that a ton of people have been asking about is that rotate the screen. Look at my man over here in space. Ooh. You can rotate the screen. I'm pretty sure
It's
that's coming.
going down. It's going down. I'm getting on Illustrator right now because I'm working on a project. So
There
yeah.
you go. Yes. Do it. Shoshana is asking one last question. You can ask as many questions as you want. All right. What is the difference between using the pen tool with a pencil on iPad versus a mouse on a computer? Nothing. There's no difference. It's the same tool. And to be honest, I spent good 12 years using the mouse to make my anchor points. As long as you master the pen tool, it doesn't matter if it's a pen, a mouse, a touchpad, a touch screen. It's about mastering the pen tool. But um, once you get the hang of the pen tool, then it won't matter what device you use, which input device. However, I do like using the pen because I feel like it's a little bit faster. I don't have to move the mouse and be careful and click. Move the mouse and click. I don't have to do that. I can just use my hand, and I'm very used to drawing with my hand and looking at the screen, and it can get really fast. Like if you can get really going at a speed that you can't do with other with a mouse or a touchpad. And using a touchpad is terrible. It's not nothing wrong with it. if that's all you got, but it's your process is going to be slower. And I think that as time goes on, what you want is to move a bit faster. And
Savage. You're a savage.
yeah, and thank you, Tom. However, it's not about speed; it's about accuracy. And so as time goes on, you will get more and more accurate. It's gonna happen. I teach Illustrator, and so when I teach my classes, and I have these exercises that we go through in class, and then I show what I want people in my class to do, and then it's their job to do it after that. And it's at the speed in which I do it. I have to like slow it down really hard to show all the steps, kind of like what Tom was asking me to do a second ago, because you get so used to it. Like I've been using Illustrator since 2000, 2001, something like that. And so I just move right through it. Like I know exactly what I want, how I want it, and it's gonna happen. I'm gonna make that happen. All right. So right now I'm getting to a point where I want to outline certain things while I still have um this stroke size. Now using different stroke size for different lines or line weights for different parts of the drawing, then it helps because then it just gives your drawing like a depth. It gives it depth.
What's the general rule you use for that tip?
So anytime for the line weights, most of the time you will use thick line weight on the outside versus the lines in the inside of the drawing, meaning this is like the outline part, and then these inside lines in here are gonna be a different line weight. Then there's also the thicker, the closer the object is towards your eye, the thicker the line weight it is. The further back it is, the thinner the line weight is. Then another rule is, and it's really open to interpretation, because it comes down to mastering line drawing, and it's a science in itself. But the other rule is line weights. The line on the bottom of something will always be thicker than the line that's on top of something. So if you're drawing this hand, the line weight on the top of the finger is going to be thinner than the line weight on the bottom of the finger. That's that what that does is that by using certain line weights throughout the drawing, it gives your eye an appearance of depth. It's tricking the eyeball because it's really a flat drawing. It's a flat drawing. And I could show you guys an example because I shared with the group um, Odari's drawing that I did a long time ago. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me see if I can pull that up. Where did it go? Oh, I have a copy of it, but let me see. Where did I do with that, Odari? Do you remember where I posted it? I sent it to you. Yes. Oh yeah, there goes. Look at that, Christine. Oh my God, that's a cool towel. Or it's a shawl. Nice, nice, nice.
Killer scarf. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a scarf too. Yes, yes. I think it was in here. Mhm, mhm.
You looking for
You guys
Chupa
can hear me
Dari?
okay?
You sound great.
Cool.
Yes, good old Steve with the clean audio. Whoa, I was.
Yes. Different headphones.
Yes, yes, yes. We have Steven on checking us out on YouTube. What's up, Steven? How you doing? Let me pull up. I want to show this drawing because it's a really cool drawing. I like it. Let me see if it's saved already. If not, I have to pull it from my phone. Mm. Oh, Tom was talking about my office earlier. This is my office. This is where I'm sitting in right now. This is it. This is my office, or this whole setup right here.
Looking good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty proud of it.
You looking for
So
El Chupa?
Yeah, there it is right here.
Yep,
yes,
Yep.
that's it.
So there's an example of how you use different line weights to create depth. So there's a big fat outline around the face, but then there's also a thick line for the mouth and the teeth, then small thin lines for the white on the face to give it that like that white makeup or paint. What do you call it? War paint, not makeup. Well, fine. A little line right here for a thin line for like a wrinkle, some lines for wrinkles and stuff. And so when you start combining thin lines with thick lines, your eye it starts to translate that. And so it starts to give you a sense of depth. And this is all color pencil on brown paper, and it's super soft brown paper. I got this paper from a printer, a local printer in Atlanta, who does like wedding invitations and engraving, and so they always get rid of the extra paper. They cut down what they need to use once it's printed, and then they get rid of the rest of the paper and they'll recycle it. And so I go through the
Cool.
recycling bin and use it to draw. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. It's free paper,
Reminds
free.
me,
Go ahead.
reminds me, Dan, the width of that paper and the length of it. It reminds me of the kind of art that you see a lot of Japanese artwork on
Yeah. And the
for
only
wall size
reason,
hangings.
right, right, right. But the only reason is this long, slender size because that was the scrap paper, and that's the size of the
Mm.
scrap paper. I got tons of it still, and
Wow.
and it's like real soft paper, and so I like using soft pencils, and it just kind of glides right on the paper, and so that's what you have right here, and so the very thin lines to give that wood impression and shadow, and so that's how we use line weights. There you go. Look at that. Yes, El Chupa. It was
Fierce.
2009. Look at this. 2009. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, Dari, I just gotta throw it in an envelope. But I need a sturdy envelope because I'm not gonna send you the frame. The frame is junk. And but I'm gonna send you the picture.
I get it framed. Don't
Yeah, I
worry.
know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna send you the frame. Frame is old and busted, and that's not even sticks together anymore. That's it's 2009. So what year are we in now? My God, 12
Yeah.
years, bro.
Yep.
Wow.
Mhm. Yeah, 12 years, and the artwork is still alive. That's quality paper right there, and quality pencils. That's why some pencils cost more than others. Because they will last through the acidity of time. I don't know exactly the science behind it, but there's a certain amount of acidity and moisture and whatever. I don't know, some kind of science stuff. Call somebody else to explain us to that stuff, that science. So there we go. I got thick lines going on. I'm gonna finish the outline real soon. And what is my line weight? Right now it is 4. It's right here on the right hand side. It says number 4, and my lines are capped and round with the round edges and the round corners. So it's a stroke color. My blend mode is normal. Everything is happening on this layer. And every time I work on the drawing a little bit, I like to, well, let's go ahead and name it, see if we can name it. There it is. Space. Oh, it's 100 plus. 100 plus space person. Boom, there we go. Hit it. Okay it. Go back to the home screen. Let it sync to the cloud. What's cool about this part is that I can open it on my desktop and keep working on it in Adobe Illustrator. That is the power of the Creative Cloud. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? All right, cool. This is ready. Let's go. Boom. So yes, man, floating in space. He's trying to get something done. We're trying to get things done. All right, so I'm gonna roll with it and go here like that. And so when you click and drag, you get the curve. When you just tap, you get a corner. Bam, there it is. Got it. Boom. And so like right here, I could, I want it in a different layer. I like working in different layers because then I'm able to change certain elements depending on what layer I'm on, and it only affects that layer.
Appreciate you sharing the multi-layer Photoshop file. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Uh-oh, Tom's getting busy. Sounds like it. Sounds, yeah. That's what the sketching and drawing Discord is all about. Encouraging creativity. Yes. Let's see what we got happening over here on the Discord. I don't want to forget you
Oh, we got
guys.
a new crew member in Soho. Hi, Soho.
You can respond,
What's up?
Soho. It's all good.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, welcome.
Indeed.
Thank you very much. I'm glad I came. I'm learning a lot. I was using Procreate, but I don't know, man. Illustrator is looking real. It's the anchor point thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a vector file. With Procreate, with resizing it and making posters and things like that, you might get a little bit of, depending on how you formatted it, you can get a little bit of distortion and things like that. So
Right.
I think Illustrator would be better.
Right. And if you have, of course, you have the iPad because you're talking about Procreate, and that's an iPad app. So you definitely have access to it if you have the Creative Cloud. Um, but the I don't know if Procreate has vectors. Um, if
No,
Fresco,
it's
no.
not. No, it's not vector.
Oh, okay. And this is where the Illustrator comes in really strong. Is that you have the advantage of exporting the file to whatever size you want, and you do not lose any clean, sharp lines. They stay clean. There's no pixelation. The pixelation that you see right now, this is the under sketch. The drawing that I did in Sketchable, which is a pixel-based program like Photoshop, and I did that on the surface, and so that's why you see pixels. But when it comes to the vector, at no time are we gonna see pixelation. Look, nowhere. Look, oh my God, what is happening here?
So I could export the file from Procreate and use that as a template, or like put it on one layer and
Yes.
then go over it with the anchor points.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. A lot of times that's what you want to do. You don't want to. I mean, you can explore if you want to. There's a difference between exploring or when you got a gig, you got a job that you need to knock out. And so, if you want to explore, you can with Illustrator and see where your drawing takes you. But most of the time, you know, for the work that I do in Illustrator, it's like I already did the sketch. I already understand my drawing. I already know what I'm gonna do, what I'm looking for, and now I just need the vector in to control um, the how I'm gonna finish this drawing so that it can transform to whatever size I want. And so now I don't have to think about, well, is my composition okay? Is my line work okay? I just go ahead and get into the zone. So it's still okay to, yes, sketch your ideas with Procreate. Um, Odari and I, we use Fresco a lot, Adobe Fresco. I don't know if you check that out, but that's also a great program. And it includes both things, sketching and vector brushes. However, it's not the anchor point kind of vector brushes. It
Tell them
works.
about the brushes, son.
But it
Preach it.
is, yes, but it is, but it's amazing. It's awesome. Let's look at it real quick. Let's save this for a second. Boom, there it goes. Space person. Save it. All right, got it. Let's go into Fresco. Fresco is awesome.
Yeah, I think I have Fresco. Hold on. Let me look right now.
Yeah, go ahead and look, man. Go ahead and look. All right. So now I'm in Fresco. Let me bring in that photo, the one I just had. There it is, my space person. What's up? What's up? Is this right? No, here we go. Let's make it big. Done. On Fridays, um, Odari Art goes live with Adobe Fresco.
Nice.
So you guys gotta check that out. Check him out. All right. So
Freestyle Friday,
Freestyle Friday at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
hmm
2 hour sessions, but it can go on for even longer.
It has been known too.
hmm All right. So this one, watch. So there's a couple of things that we have to pay attention to when working with Fresco because that's what makes it amazing. Number one, on the left hand side, and let me see if I can turn on the what you call it, my interface input, brushes, touch, gestures, touch, show touches. So that way, when I touch something, you can see my Apple Pencil. Okay, so first things first, over here on the left hand side, we have what we call pixel brushes. So you can draw in whatever size you want. Boom, boom, boom. That's a pixel brush. Inside of pixel brushes, you got a ton of different brushes to play with. From dry media like graphite, hard pastel, if you're into that stuff. I'm into the pencils. To painting. Oh my gosh. And I don't do that. Look at that. This is crazy. That's crazy talk. To the your library brushes from the Creative Cloud. This is insane. So I think I have my favorites. No, no favorites. Not in here because I don't draw much with Fresco here. So there goes. These are the Kyle Ultimate um, Mega Pack. So let's go with the pencil, 2B pencil. There it is. But it's pixel based. As you can see, it's pixels. All right, cool, cool, cool. You're like, yeah, that's nice. So you can play and do whatever you want. Let me turn off that layer. Start a new layer. And this is the other brush that you want. It's right here. It's right there. That brush right there. Boom. Touch it for a second. Those are the vector brushes. When you work with vector brushes, now when you export to Illustrator, you have all the anchor points. So let's play around. I like the basic taper. Let me go ahead and get the color I want. And there we go. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Let's see if I can have, yeah, let's go here. Bam. All right, so this one's too thick. It responds to pressure, to speed, to how fast you go. So let's go like this. Boom. I can then erase a part that I don't want. There's like a thing on Procreate, I think, and this here too, where I can actually, um, I can have an intersecting line. Click on this touch modifier. This is circle is floating here. This circle, I can click on it and drag it and then swipe across one of the lines. Boom. So I got rid of that part of the line that's crossing over another line. So it's a
Do that.
touch.
Do that one more time.
So here we go. Let me draw two lines. And let's say I want to get rid of this line right here. No problem. I hold my finger in the touch modifier, drag it a little bit so that it's a solid circle, and then I use my pencil and drag across that line that I want to get rid of. Let go. Boom. That line is gone. Boom. That line is gone. That
Wow,
line is
you're
gone.
a wizard, bro.
I just
Yeah, I just learned something tonight myself.
Oh man, and you have the iPad, so you got that. Well, you can do it with the Surface too. You have that touch modifier, and so it's really great because then you start doing lines like this, and then you're like, okay, well, let me do a line here, and I'll take this line there, and let me yeah, let's go there, and let me get rid of this line right here. Boom. Let me do another line right here and get rid of that line. Bam. So now you're adding different elements to your drawing. let me go ahead and go there. Because here, what I want. Oh, not like that. Boom. Hmm. So you start just detailing. Now, what I like about these brushes is that it feels kind of like a paintbrush. Well, it kind of has that look, so you're not gonna get like a solid line unless that's what you want. So in which case, then you have some settings you can play with. So let's go ahead and take a look at these settings. All I did was click down here. There's a little settings symbol icon, but I can also pop out the whole little window, drag it out, click on that, and there you go. So now I can change from turn off the pressure dynamics, and what that means is that it's gonna give me the same width of line no matter how hard I press, but it does get thinner because of velocity dynamics. So let me turn off the velocity dynamics, get rid of these, and so no matter how fast I draw, the line is still going to be the same size all the way through. So then, you won't have these big variances of line. They're all going to be pretty consistent. Bam. Yeah. There we go. I don't like that. There you go. Boom. Come on. There it is. Yes, yes, we're getting there. So this is vector, right? So okay, so it's like that's nice, Dan, but we're not gonna sit here and draw this whole thing in Fresco because I want to draw it in Illustrator. So let's go ahead and save. All right, now if you're on the iPad, it doesn't work yet on Windows. On the top right up here, and you can't see it so well because of my overlay. There is a little icon with an arrow that goes up. You click on it and it says right here, send to Illustrator. What? What you say? Send to Illustrator? If I click on that in my Illustrator, my same Creative Cloud account, it's gonna, all right, let's do it. Why not? Because it's an example. Send to Illustrator. I just clicked it. There's a little circle that's turning on the top right corner. And as soon as it pops up here, there it goes. It says document sent, right? It just said document sent. Let me see. Let's take a look. I did not click on Illustrator. Oh, yeah. Well, I think I did have it open already because I've been working on a project. So let's wait and see how long that's going to take. Because it's got to go to the to the internet. There it is. There it is. It sent its file. This file went from my iPad to Illustrator on the desktop. Let's go ahead and click OK. Boom. There it is. Let me turn off these two. Zoom in. All right, let's turn them on just so we can see everything. And check this out. I'm going to click and drag across the lines that I made here in Fresco. There they are in Illustrator, and it's a vector. Look at all those anchor points. That's it.
What you think, sir? Does it have a possibility for you to use that app? Does it work for your workflow?
It's blowing my mind right now. He's blowing my mind. He's blowing my mind right now.
Yo, Illustrator's the truth, son.
Yes.
But the thing is, I I just downloaded Illustrator, but they didn't have it for a while for the iPad. That's why I've been using Procreate. I don't know if that's a new thing. I just haven't.
Yeah,
How
it's
how
new.
how new is this?
Less than a year old. Illustrator actually was launched during Adobe Max in October last year. We've been
Because
testing
I
it for
have
over a year, though.
nice.
Hmm.
I have Adobe Illustrator Draw, which I thought was going to be Adobe Illustrator,
Hmm.
but it's not.
No,
Yeah, that's what
no.
I had, and I'm
Right,
like,
right.
oh, this
Adobe
is not
Illustrator
really
Draw is
Illustrator. It's different.
beautiful, though. It's beautiful, and it works similar, except it doesn't have. It's not like Illustrator that you think of when you're thinking of the desktop.
Right,
Yeah, no.
right.
Hmm. There it is.
Hey Dan, we got Preston Slade in the house, otherwise known as Prestonification, and we got Moat Avoid in the house from Munich, Germany. And right now we've had over 249 viewers checking us out on Adobe Live on the Behance stream, and there's 64 people live with us in the chat and viewing now. Big up to everyone checking in. Welcome.
Yes, yes. Thank you for hanging out, y'all. Don't look at my password. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't show it. Yes, welcome for coming through. There's a whole bunch of comments. Thank you all for having a conversation. The brush is alive. DTM makes it look so easy. I sure do. All right, so Rastamine has a question. We're gonna answer that in a minute. All right, give me a second. Oh, I did not do my password right. Okay, let me switch my screen. Oh, let's go right there. Let's go like this so I can figure it out. What did I do? Oh, yeah. I used the wrong thing. All right, so I am logging into my um, uh, Adobe Draw. Adobe Draw is awesome. I did professional work on Adobe Draw a couple years back, and I did this all of it in Adobe Draw. And of course, from Adobe Draw, you can also export to Illustrator. It says desktop apps. There it is, Adobe Illustrator. So it's super amazing. However, you only get these brushes here on the left hand side. Only these brushes.
Yeah, I have that. Those
Mm.
brushes are it's a little limiting, but you
Mm-hmm.
can get a lot. You can get a lot. You can get you can get a lot of different effects out of it. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right. I did a ton of work. In 2018 I did all these portraits, one portrait a day inside of Adobe Draw. Let me see this layer here. I don't forget how to use it. Oh, there we go. That's me right there. Bam. And so it's really cool. However, it lacks a whole lot of stuff, but it's great for drawing, which is what I see the iPad being useful for drawing. We already have desktop apps. You want anchor points, go to the Illustrator on the desktop. But you want to draw in vector and have that organic look. There you go. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yep. So you agree? Thank you. But now you have all of that in Fresco, and so that's the big deal with Fresco. Now check this out. Let's little trick, and then I'm gonna answer your question. Um, Rastamine. All right. So this is Illustrator. I've already started drawing 100 plus space person. I'm gonna import and open. Let me see. iPad, Illustrator. It just says next vector. That's not it. Let me see. How do I bring that in? There's a way. Did I do this right? No. Let's see. Let's open that and click on that. Oh, there it is. Yes. Okay, let's do this again. Create new. Just gonna throw here we go. Tabloid, create file. Boom. I got my clean canvas. Brand new Illustrator file. Go into import on the left hand side. And I can click on one of these that says cloud documents. Bam. Oh my God. These are my Creative Cloud documents. Space person. I just made that in Fresco. Click on it and hit place. It's opening. Convert layers to objects. Yes, thank you. Boom. All right. Layers. Space person. Let me see. There's a vector layer. Let's turn off these other two. And oh my God. Oh my God. The vector brushes that I used in Fresco are now vectors here in Illustrator on the iPad. I have not left the iPad. Nobody's saying, "Whoa, it's all right."
That's crazy. It's crazy. No, no, no. Do you still have the ankle
That's
points in
awesome,
there as
man.
well?
Yeah, these are all anchor points.
That's crazy. With the ankle, you have all the ankle points in there. You can manipulate it any way that you
If you
want to. That's
wanted to,
crazy.
right? And you can
But it's
so
a brush.
well, it
Yeah.
was right. It was a brush. It was a brush when I first made it. Now I can't use that. I cannot. I don't have those brushes here in Illustrator. That's why they exist in Fresco, so you can have that organic drawing. But once you're done with that, you can bring it into Illustrator and then manipulate it to finish the layout, to finish anything you want to do with the drawing while it's already now a vector. That's it. These are all vector points, anchor points. Done.
Sick,
And
sick, sick, sick. And that's all the work you would have did on a desktop with point to point to point to point,
mhm, mhm.
taking a whole bunch of time.
Yep.
A lot of people got deadlines they trying to meet. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
They don't know it takes time to make this artwork. The client doesn't know it takes time and
Mhm.
effort,
Mhm.
and you got to really put your all into it. They don't get it, so
Mhm.
we got to make it faster for us.
Right.
You know?
And it looks organic. See, there's a difference between this Untitled 18 right here on the left hand side that is updating right now. Can you see it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. There it is. That Untitled 18 versus that one I just started earlier that is all anchor points because it has more of a stiffness, sharp, clean line work
Right,
versus
right.
Fresco. It
Hmm.
has that organic, if your hand slips, no two lines are gonna look the same. It's gonna
Hmm.
have your natural stroke, your that flow of your wrist is gonna be
Right,
in the drawing.
right, right, right.
That's where now it's your choice to decide. Well, does the client want more of organic drawn type of vector, or does it need to be very clean and sharp, snappy lines? Okay, then you choose which one you want to start with.
Yeah, they both portray a different kind of
Hmm.
message. Like if you're doing a logo for a serious kind of company, depends on what they're selling. You can make it like Adobe Fresco Whippy, or you can make
Yeah.
it if it's like a more of a serious military or whatever they do. But they both beautiful.
Yeah,
Like they both
yeah,
look good. I can't prefer one over the other. I mean, I kind of prefer the organic one more because I work in Procreate, so
yeah.
that's all just straight, organic line work and things like that. We do have lines you can snap straight lines and things like that, but
All right. Oh, you can do it in
um,
Fresco too. I didn't show you that, but you can snap your lines too.
hmm.
Yep, in Fresco. So let me make sure this syncs, as I don't like losing work. All right, boom, Fresco, Fresco, space person, what's up? Vector, but I don't know if it works with the other brushes, but oh yeah, wrong color. Come on, there it is.
There you go, there you go. Anywhere, yep.
Oh, there. So there. So I guess it like you say, it comes down to, well, who's the client? What are the brand guidelines for that client? And then certain things are gonna fit versus, you know, super sharp, clean, snappy line work or organic looking artwork. Let me delete some of these. It's too
I agree
crazy.
with that. I'm doing a logo that's got to be crispy.
Hmm.
So I'm not doing the organic thing. I did draw it, but I'm doing it the old fashioned way on Illustrator.
Okay. The old-fashioned way, you're collecting dirt, burning leaves, mashing up flowers to create your colors.
Yeah, definitely.
Sacrificing animals so you can get your oil paint. All right.
So you can get crimson red.
There you go. Uh-huh. What was that violin movie where they actually used blood in the paint? And so that violin was cursed or something. I forgot the
Oh, I saw
movie.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't remember the name, but pretty
Was it
interesting.
was it the violin? Was it called the
Yeah,
violin?
definitely. Yeah, might have been.
Yeah, but it was cool, wasn't it? Like they used blood in the color of the violin.
Yep.
All right, now let me double check messages here. Let me switch up and see what's happening. All right, Rastamine, if you're still around, thank you for asking the question. I'm going to answer you now. What are you using to share your various applications and screen for your live stream? Oh my God.
I've never heard.
Let's see, everybody talking about Fresco. It's looking good. The snapping world of all brushes. Uh, Christine is crazy. Let's see. Okay, so what's happening, Tom? Rastamine is talking to you, Tom. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so what I use is I have a PC. Number one, I have a regular Windows 10 PC. It's a little kind of like, it's not really your average computer. Um, it's got a ton of RAM and a 2080 graphics processor, and so it can handle a ton of stuff. And so I have an app that I'm using to stream to the internet right now, and that's called OBS, Open Broadcast Software. It's free. You go ahead and look up OBS, and it's the only thing that's gonna come up because that is really famous software, and it's free. It's open source, so there's always good updates that allow you to incorporate more and more things. And in this case, I am using an app called NDI. So I'm gonna scroll down like this, and this little circle that's recording is an app called NDI Capture. So NDI Capture captures my screen, and everything's connected. All my devices and everything is connected through the Ethernet. I have Ethernet cables everywhere. There's an Ethernet cable right here. It's not connected to anything. Earlier, I did have another iPad connected to it. But yeah, I have Ethernet cables everywhere. I like my internet to be clean and fast. And so, uh, and so NDI, the app, sends the signal of the screen through my network. I have a hub and a network, and it's connected to that computer. And then um, it OBS picks it up, and so I can show you a couple things. Let me go ahead and turn off this. There's an overlay. There's the iPad. That's my okay. Be quiet. That's my speaker. NDI source. That's the NDI. This is display capture, meaning the screen and my computer. This is me right there, off and on. And so all of it together creates this illusion of pretty. And so I suggest that anybody who wants to stream tries out OBS. It's free. It works for PC and Mac, and it's free. I mean, it's free. Just use it. Get out there and use it. I do have another app that I use when it comes to Macs, and but it's also that one is resource heavy. So your Mac needs to be like really up to date and ready to take on the harshness of the internet. So check it out, try it out. Yeah, you guys can always hit me up and say, "Hey Dan, I got questions," and we can talk about it. There we go. I never changed the size. There it is. Let's do it again. All right, so there's the second part to that question, and and so Rasta says, I want to know more about what you like for the screen recording, sharing in particular. So tell me more. Koku got OBS. Got it. Yeah, so NDI. So hopefully that's cool for you. That's the screen recording. It's grabbing the screen. Now, what's great about the iPad is that also I can stream to the internet, to Behance actually, from the Adobe Illustrator on the iPad. There it is. It says live stream. This, you see that? It says start live stream right there. And if I click on it, it's gonna want to connect to Behance, and it'll crash everything because I am on Behance. In any case, Illustrator will stream to Behance, and you can also stream from Fresco, Adobe Fresco, to Behance. And I think that's the thing that Adobe is doing to make sure that if people want to share and their process, do demos and whatever, boom, you just turn it on and get to talking. And but when you stream from Illustrator or Fresco, you don't get that webcam support. You can't do all these overlays. You can't do a whole bunch of extras. That's all. That's what's up. Cool, cool, cool. You are welcome. All right, so let's go ahead and get this. Boom. Let's get to it because I've been talking a lot and I need to draw. All right, if anybody has any other questions, please let me know. If anybody wants to talk about their favorite um, platform and why, let me know. Mine is MySpace. MySpace is still my favorite platform. It's the best one in the world. Nothing compares to MySpace. And I dare you to change your mind. Everybody's quiet. It's like, Dan is talking
Wait,
crazy.
you just say MySpace? MySpace? It just hit me because I'm over here drawing. I'm in a trance drawing. I'm like,
Oh.
wait, MySpace? And then I
I,
started thinking, like, I remember uploading music and like it was nothing. Like, and then when Facebook came out, I was like, what the hell is this? It's so plain. You can't do nothing. You can't change anything.
There you go. I caught you. I caught you. Lost in thought when I said MySpace. Let's see who was listening. If I
No,
was
I was laughing. I was just talking to my son. Yeah, you wow.
MySpace. No, you're right though. It's like when Facebook came out. Facebook took over the world, and then MySpace just died horribly. It is not like MySpace had a whole lot of creativity going on it. It
MySpace
whole.
was better. You were learning how to code on MySpace. You were learning how to change the
Mhm.
color of things,
Mhm.
make things
Mhm.
bigger, change
Yep.
your backgrounds. I
That's
liked
right.
MySpace. You had a lot of creative, like creative control over it.
A-
You know.
and as soon as the Matrix movie came out, everybody had the Matrix green letters coming down on the
Yep.
background of the
Yep.
screen.
Yep. I remember that. I remember.
Oh man! But the fact is, you can listen to music and a bunch of stuff, and like have a playlist. People learn to code during MySpace, so that was pretty cool. All right. So let me check on some of these messages. Oh, Preston stopped through on YouTube. All right, Preston. Maybe check the graphic selection set your auto if that's a GPU. It should verify you update your drivers. I'm gonna install. Cool. Okay, so Steven had questions about streaming or getting Fresco to work. Oh, okay, Steven, I got you. I'm gonna talk to you about that in a second. Any particular reason? Yes, and it is the graphics card, Preston. And in RB and somebody else, Motor Void was it? I think it was weeks ago. Told me to update my drivers to creative mode. I forget the name of it. And studio is studio mode, and whereas I had it on game ready, and it's to be studio ready instead of game ready. And once I did that, oh my god, like this computer just been running so much smoother. And I had to reset the whole computer because some things were not working after I did that switch on the Nvidia card.
That sounds like an RB fix.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't mind resetting my computers. because they run better after, and so everything I do is I back it up. You got to have external drives, you got to have the cloud, you got to find ways to back up your work so that you can reset it and move on with your life with a better working system and not be sad about losing work.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of those issues are common. I've had those issues in the past. It's just not every uninstall or update is clean, so not
Hmm.
everybody's really a power user.
Right.
So you uninstall something or update something, you may not know how to clean out all the cookies.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And so, man, but once I did that, it's like I got Fresco to work on my PC now. And before I could not. I mean, I did all the online searching that I could do to figure out why can I not get Fresco to work on this PC when I can do it on the Surface so easily. And then I have an older computer that did install Fresco. And it's like, if that old computer can do it, why can't this new one? And so, man, but yes, once you figure it out, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. All right, so I got some of the helmet stuff. I got some of the elements here. And so I'm not detailing everything. What I'm doing is just detailing a few things so that um, I can come back in with thinner stroke, a thinner stroke. And Steven, if you want to join the Discord, you're welcome to, and we will help you figure out how to get your computer to do what you want it to do. RB likes to share his knowledge with us, so stop on by. To join the Discord, anybody can join the Discord. All you have to do is click through the link that's in the description of this video, and boom, you're in. Just like that. Easy.
Dan,
Oh,
what's that song when the East is in the house? Who
oh
made
my
that?
God. Danger.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
You're
Not,
looking
I
Oh,
for
mean,
great. You guys just sung the song and demonetized the stream. That's Jeru the Damager.
No,
no, that's not J. Rule.
no.
Come on, man. You talking to Tom LaRock.
He's wrong.
I'm a J. Rule fan. That's not J. Rule. That can't be J. Rule.
Mm-mm.
The
Nah.
sample's Jeru. The
Mm.
song is
Oh yeah, the samples J.
yeah,
Rule
the
all
song
day.
is the New York group,
Yeah.
underground hip hop band.
When the West
Blase
is.
Blase.
That's right. There you
It's
go.
blase, blase. Yeah, that's it. Wow,
Go look
we
for it
old
and
man.
play it. When the East is in the house, oh my God. Danger.
Another red flag. No.
Another one. Dang it. What I've never been a Ja Rule fan, so I have no idea where he sings that song.
Not Ja Rule, Jeru the Damager. When the
Oh, J.
East is in
Rule.
the house, oh my God.
Yes, J. Rule the Dominant. Now him I love. Yeah, he was awesome. Yeah.
Part of Gangstar Foundation, Guru, DJ Premier, Malachi the Nutcracker,
Mhm. Mhm. Go
Lil
ahead.
Dap.
The legends.
Mhm.
I don't know much.
You know enough. Old school, says
Yeah.
Monica. You guys are old school. Not me. I'm no school. All right, so there we go. Boom. We got some of the details in. I don't know what anything is. I just made stuff up. I made stuff up, and now I'm forced to draw it. It's like, oh no, I was just playing. Mhm. There we go. Hey, experienced video maker. That's cool. Cool name. I guess that's what you're about, huh? That's what you do. All right, there we go. Bam. So I'm using one line weight to do all these different lines, and then I'm gonna come back in with a different line weight to to do more detail. And at the end, I'll have several layers with different line weights in each layer. So then if I decide, nah, I don't like that line weight, I need to change it, adjust it, then I can just select that layer that contains all those lines with the same line weight, and then I can adjust. Oh, Steven says, I just joined, just been too busy, been missing a good time. Yes, you've been missing a good time. But we're glad you are here, and I think that's who. Oh, Rastamine is here too. Oh snap! Nice, that's good. All right, we got some cool people joining us. All right, so let's see. I don't know what to do here. This is a little. I know what I wanted to do. Let's just try it to see what happens. As a matter of fact, let's go like this.
If you're watching live on Behance, you can click on the blue circle right under the video, and that'll help Dan get an appreciation and show Adobe that he's got something cool going on. So please give Dan an appreciation. We'd appreciate it.
Great idea.
Thank you, Tom. We appreciate your appreciations, and we are glad you are here. There's something about this circle I don't like. There we go. Boom.
It's the only perfect geometric figure in the drawing, maybe,
That's it, huh?
or
Yeah.
the first one.
Right.
Yeah, it might be this the first one. Yeah, because you're gonna end up with more, a ton more. All right, here we go. Yes. So that's looking okay. I kind of figured it out. I don't know what I was doing, but I kind of figured it out. There we go. Bam. I love it. All right, all right, all right. Let's leave all this. Let's go. We got fingers, we got hands. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's go. We still got a ton of stuff here that needs doing. But you see how the contrast between these two lines, it just gives your eye something to look at that it translates as um having depth or form when it's really a flat drawing. And you can fool people. I had clients who they're like, Dan, I like that chair, but I want to see what's behind it. Can you turn the chair around? I was like, it's a flat drawing. What are you talking about? You can walk behind the computer and look at the back of the chair, but there's no chair. It's a flat drawing. But it looks
Wow.
so good. People think it's a real thing. Like, okay, just turn it. No, it's a drawing, man.
That's why I hang out with artists.
All right, let's go here. Come on. Now I do like this fact of rotating. Have you tried the rotating screen, Odari?
Not yet, sir.
Oh, I
No,
guess.
I'm working on a million things at once.
Oh, okay, are you? You were just yelling at somebody earlier. Who was that,
Yeah,
Odari?
yeah, yeah. No, no,
Oh, okay.
no.
Never mind then. Keep your business to yourself.
Yep.
All right, here we go. So I'm moving pretty fast, and I should be moving fast, but I've been doing a lot more talking than anything. My limit tonight is 3 hours. So how long have I been on? I forgot. What I am gonna do. What's up, Mythical? How you doing? What I am gonna do is, yeah, it's an hour and a half. We're doing good. Is that after the stream is over here on Behance or Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching this, you can join us for a further discussion out here on uh, Discord. So there you go. And folks like to talk and have a good time with each other, and so the conversation goes a lot further on the Discord versus what we do online. There we go. Looking good, says Tom. What kind of good is that with the E at the end of good? Looking good. There you go,
It's
man.
my street slang.
That's your streets. Looking good.
Oh, this is gangster. I love this. Oh wow.
Well, oh, you doing it now? Now
Yeah,
you
I'm doing it now. This is
doing
man.
it and doing it and doing it. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like it's just a whole nother way of working where you don't have to like switch your hand this way and that way,
Yeah,
dislocate your wrist and twist your fingers upside down so that you can get that line you're looking for or that anchor point, drop that anchor point. Nah, you just click and go like that.
I feel like Fresco.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is dope. Or sketchable. They all have that thing going on.
Sketchable.
You
Yes.
can move the pic.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I didn't lock that other layer. Oh my god, I don't know what happened. Did I do this right or did I mess it up? Okay, we're good. We're good. Very good. All right, all right. Look at that. That is awesome. On, off, on, off. Wax on, wax off. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we've been I'm in the pre-release group and there's a whole lot of stuff coming to Illustrator and this is one of the most exciting ones. And to me it's like
Hmm.
it gives the iPad power that you can do real things that you as if you're a professional artist that it benefits you. You know, if you're a creative who just exploring, that's great. You know, you get to play. But when you're a professional artist and you got deadlines like who was that Soho said or personification? I forget exactly which one of you said that. You got deadlines, you got stuff to do, and so you need to knock it out. And so having some of these abilities makes the iPad worthy of being a work machine. Because the reality is, I feel like it's not a computer. You want a computer, get a computer. You want to have fun, go ahead. The iPad is perfect. Cool. You guys can correct me if you think I'm wrong. I won't fight you. All right. I love my iPad Pro, says Monica. There you go, Monica. Stand up. It dropped the video, did it, Christine? Let me see what happened. I can see myself, so let me know what you're talking about.
You might have to refresh because it did that to me.
So Christine Odari says refresh. And are you on Christine, you're still on Discord. So everything should be up to date on the Discord. It was just me, says Christine. Word up. I like it when Christine says, eh? It's not.
That's how we talk up here.
I know.
It's not just Canada. They do in Detroit too.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we do it here.
Yeah.
I'm down the street, so yeah.
uh, um, Monica likes her iPad, eh? I don't even know when's the right way to use that little thing, but the little word, but it's cool. It's super cool. When I hear it, when I hear people say it, it's like, wow, that's natural. Like it came out natural. I guess kind of like the way we say y'all and finna, and the little southern.
I don't use Finna.
You don't say finna?
Nah.
Oh my God. What? Well, cause you still holding out to that Detroit. I'm from Detroit.
They say Finna up here too. I don't say finna. I'm finna go. I
Mm-hmm.
put nah
I'm finna make some dinner.
nah. I'm not finna do nothing. Not with finna.
Now we're finna.
I got my reasons.
All right. Somebody. It's a North Midwestern thing, says Monica. Must be, says Christine. You probably got into a fight with Finna and lost.
Finna is not a word.
There you go. Finna is not a word. You can say ain't all
Ain't
day because it's in the dictionary.
Finna ain't a
Finna
word.
is the finna ain't a word. There you go.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, it went in and out a couple of times, Dan, but it's back now. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I pulled it up over here. Now, there's always one thing that's happening is that and I
Sort
don't
of.
know. No, it's
Mm.
good. I want you to say something because one thing that happens a lot is Behance has troubles, and because it's still a young platform. It's been around a year, um, and it's just opening it up. It's opening up. It's opening up to more and more illustrators and artists, and so you expect to have a bit of a hiccups every now and then, and so
Yeah, I think it was the internet at my end. It cut in and out a couple of times, and I refreshed twice, and it seems to be fine now.
okay.
But I'm logged into Discord, but I'm listening and watching in Behance tonight.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Right,
it's
right,
definitely
right.
server congestion on Behance's end though. If there's any anomalies, I've been monitoring it.
Yep, and that's what it is. The congestion. Yep, it's a congestion. Is growing, which is a good thing because that means there's gonna be more and more artists, more and more stuff that you can tune into and learn from. But it's also those growing pains. So it's if you feel like if you see something, say something so that way
But
we
it's
can pass it
also
on. So go ahead, say that again. It's if you feel like oh that was me. I think I heard myself on somebody's.
Yeah, that was you.
That was me talking to myself about myself. Whoa, whoa. All right, but yeah, if you see something, say something because this is all feedback that we need to give to Behance. They need to know so they can make it better. All right, let's see. Where is my scale strokes and effects? Turn that off because I want to keep everything consistent. Inception, says Monica. And rest of mine says Mets. What? What are you guys talking about? Oh. Okay. I did not delete that comment. It went away by itself. So you can bring it back if you want. All right, cool. Let's see what we got
This is a
here.
self-editing channel.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. It keeps bumping out. Preston says that was me. I had the browser pushing through my mic. Oh, I get it, Monica. Inception, I could hear myself, and then rest of mine says Meta. Yeah, and that was Prestonification. Uh huh. Saying that's where the audio came from. Yeah, turn it up loud, Prestonification. Let the whole family hear me. You're like, what are you doing on the internet, Preston? Listening to Dan. Come over here. Date night. Listening to Dan on Behance.
I've had just about 400 people come through tonight on Adobe Live on Behance.
Nice. Welcome, and I'm glad you guys are here. Having fun, enjoying ourselves. That's what it's all about. And I think Christine also says the word about, like with the little um accent. A boot.
A
A boot,
boot.
A boot.
a boot.
And Monica says, my husband hears you laugh, and then I laugh when you laugh, and when it and Then I laugh when you laughs, and then he laughs at me for laughing. Yeah, it's a laugh fest. It's a laughing fest. Yes, it's contagious, and it's all natural. Okay, it's all natural, fueled by creativity and coffee. Lots of coffee. Oh, you guys can't see me because I switched my screen. Let me go back to that. Boom, fueled by coffee. Yes. Mm-hmm. Art fuel. Let's see if I can do this. Boom. What I like about um, Illustrator on the iPad is this little trick I just did. Café con leche, says Monica. Sí, sí me gusta mucho. Me gusta el café de olla. Is that when you have some anchor points like this, right? Let's go like that and like that. So we have an anchor point that's just sitting out there in the world. We have an anchor point with a curve, right, in the handle. Then we have another anchor point here with a curve, right? Let's go ahead and do that like that. And then those two anchor points that are just square, just flat corners. Now, if I select an anchor point, you get this little controls icons in the middle of the screen. Can you see them? Yeah, it's kind of there. Let's see if I can. There it is. Right? Con una cortadita a la derecha. Lord have mercy. And so you have these controls. These controls say, hey, do you want to turn this anchor point into a corner? And so then I click on it right there. Bam. And now I turned it into a corner. What? Or it says, do you want to turn it into a curve? What? Or the real tool that I like to use with the little trick is if you double tap that anchor point, it turns into a corner. Double
Do
tap it
that.
again, you get a curve.
Do that in slow mo. I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? And you're on the
In very
iPad.
slow mo. In very
Yeah,
slow mo. Do that.
slow mo. It's hard. It's hard. So there it is. This is, oops, I just deleted it because I clicked and held it down. So let's click and drag. Oops. Oh, it crashed. Oh my God.
Oh no.
If you do that very slowly, it will delete your line. This I'm joking.
Yeah, yeah. You did that
If
on
you press
purpose,
it all.
RB. RB is like, do it slow so I can see your computer crash. Yes, Christine, your accent. Your accent. You have an accent. Well, I think we all have an accent to each other. So some people have an accent. I'm born and raised in East LA, and then I lived in Mexico when I was a kid. So my accent's all over the place. Then I lived in Oregon for a while, and I've been in Georgia for over 20 years. So yeah, I got an accent. All right, let's try this again.
So I
Donde?
got a question with the anchor point thing.
Hmm.
When you know how you draw a fresco and you want to take it to Illustrator, how come you get a million anchor points from fresco, but like how you drawing right now, you having the right numbers going on with your anchor point.
Right.
So how do you avoid that if you transfer from fresco to Illustrator?
What you do? Oh, never got the aboot thing. I never heard it. Um, it's what you. It's. I think it's the way the brush works, and if you were to use your blob brush, and even the pencil brush in Illustrator, you get a ton of anchor points. Like that's gonna happen. It's a
Mm,
ton of anchor points. There's no way out of it. There is actually talk in the Fresco pre-release of being able to edit so you can minimize the amount of anchor points. And
nice.
there is also some settings in Illustrator. Maybe Tom knows about this on how um, there is a setting where you can select the shape and then ask Illustrator to minimize the amount of anchor points. I don't remember how to get there where it's at, but I know it exists. So then um, um, maybe we need to dig a
I
little
believe
bit.
it's an object simplify. Under object up top, and then there's
Oh,
a drop down menu and the word simplify.
And so that's when once you're done in Fresco and you did all your artwork, you're an illustrator now, and now you can clean it up a little bit if you want. But you know,
That
uh,
never works.
yeah, it doesn't work. There is a pencil. There's a simplified pencil tool in Illustrator, and when you can redraw the line. What I like to do also, here's another option, is in Illustrator, because I've used one layer per color in Fresco. In Illustrator, all my layers are bunched up individually, right? All the colors are individual in each layer. And that's when I'll select that layer and hit that pathfinder so that now I don't have a ton of strokes in one layer. Now I just have that one shape. So that's something else. Um, yeah, I think I maybe Christine, it may not be you who says a boot or a boat, but I don't know. I think I have heard you say that. Rest of mine got some tips here. He says I use a few plugins from Astute that has a couple of great plugins that help with that a ton. Yes. Yep. And Mythical says Adobe just needs to hurry up and give us some custom brushes. Yeah, that too. Now, in Illustrator proper on the desktop, you can make your own brush. And you should always make your own brushes just so that you can have the kind of line work and stroke that you want. And that's when you use the brush tool in Illustrator. But then you need like I have a Cintiq right here. Maybe Odari has Surface and a Huon. So, that's when you need that the touch pen on the screen. Yep, and Christine, yep, same with me. My accent is compromised by the different places I've spent time. Yes. All right, so now going back to the sample that I was giving before RB told me to crash my iPad. If you have an anchor point with handles, you can double click that anchor point, tap, tap, and it turns into a corner. Anchor point, tap, tap, corner. But if it's already a corner, tap, tap, it gives me a curve. What?
hmm.
Only happens here in the iPad. And I draw a lot on the Illustrator on desktop with my Cintiq and my Cintiq pen. I got my pen. Where are you? Oh, it's over there. Boom, because I'm working on a few projects. So there's my Cintiq pen, and so sometimes I find myself double tapping that anchor point. It's like, oh yeah, I'm not on the iPad.
What's the Cintiq? That's for the desktop.
Yeah, I have a big it's a big screen, 22 inches, and it's sitting in front of me. You can't see it. You guys can't see it, but it's in the picture that I showed you guys earlier, and uh and so it's right here on my desk. I'm not using it as a drawing tool because I'm using iPad. But Cintiq is made by Wacom. Wacom is a company. Cintiq is the touch tablets, display tablets that you can draw on. They make them
Have
different
you
sizes, and they're awesome. Go ahead.
have you ever used AstroPad?
No, I have not. Actually, I did try play with it one time, a couple times. Sidecar. I think that's the thing too now. Um, and but no, no, because I have the Surface. So the Surface runs Illustrator. So I don't need to try to draw on my iPad with Photoshop or Illustrator connected to
Yeah,
a
there's no need to do it now.
yeah,
There was
no.
on there was an Illustrator for a while. That's the
Right.
reason why people had AstroPad and they were using it to draw on the computer on the desktop.
Yep.
And now that's it. That
Yeah. You don't need it. You don't need to. So and then because they did Sidecar, That kind of killed AstroPad a little bit, and so I don't know how good Sidecar is now, but when it first came out, it was still a little iffy. It needed work. All right, so we got some comments. Rastamine says Vector, first aid, and then remove anchor points too. And it says there is a way to do it on Illustrator desktop. Been doing it for a few years now. It's dope. And Mythico's like, yes. And Motoboy says Adobe Capture for first aid. Oh yeah, you could do that too. Uh oh, there goes Christine. Tap tap. Woohoo! You have an iPad, Christine? I thought you just told me you were against Apple. That you hate Apple. You'll never get an iPhone. It's never gonna happen.
I think you talking about me.
Oh yeah, you too. Both of yous. The two of yous. All right.
Two youths.
Two
To you.
Utes. The two Utes. The who? The Utes. Who?
That's from
That's yes.
my cousin Vinny.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Joe Pesci was the best.
Yep, pretty funny.
Mhm. All right, here we go. Boom. I'm moving really slow.
Steve,
I'm sorry,
your
guys.
voice sounds super crisp today.
Who? Steve.
What? Who? My
Yeah,
sound?
yeah, yours, Steve.
Yeah, it's my new headphones or my old headphones.
People can't get over the difference, Steve. It used to sound like a caveman yelling at us from deep inside the mountain. What?
Captain Caveman.
Captain Caveman. And like, what
Jeff,
is?
give man one cheeseburger.
Uh huh. What you say, Steve? Damn. Yeah, no, it's a big difference. Now we can recognize your real voice. It's like you sound real
He was
handsome.
just practicing Chinese, that's all.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
that's it.
Trying out all the languages to see which one works the best.
Mm-hmm. Boom. There you go. As you can see, the more little details I add, the now you can see the picture really coming together. And I should have shown you done this. I should have just turned off. There we go. Look at that. There it comes. There it comes. Yeah, boy. I like it. I like it. So the more things that I add, the more impact it's going to have. Let's save it. Save it. Oh, what's that? Allow notifications. Sure. Whatever. All right. Boom. Boom. However, this is that part of Adobe I don't like. Like I'm in the middle of working. Why do you need to say things to me, especially like in desktop? And as soon as you open the app, it's like, oh, there's a survey thing. Tell us how you feel. I feel like you're interrupting me right now.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. Can I do some work, please? And sometimes, like if I haven't logged into the Creative Cloud with that computer in a while, it'll ask me to log in. I was like, can I just make this one edit and then you can ask me for a login later? Like it just won't let me use the software at all. I'm sorry, I'm venting now. I'm on Behance. I shouldn't talk bad about uh, Adobe. I'm just saying.
Some There's some kind of button that's on the newest OS for Mac. That's Big Sur, and the button is a new little feature, and it's just a Do Not Disturb button. So I think
Oh.
that cuts off all messages and notifications and stuff while you're working. So you can
Well,
click that, and then all the other nonsense goes away, and you can just work until you're done, then click it off, and
yeah.
in comes 5 million messages.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that happens with Windows too. Like the little notification in the bottom right corner versus the top right with the Mac, and the notification in the bottom corner says, "Hey, here's the stuff we saved for you while you were busy." And like, really, if I needed to know, I would have asked.
Dan, we just got a memo from the front office. It reads, a little less ranting, a little more drawing, please.
Yeah, we're gonna crash your app again. Keep that up.
That's funny.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey, Mr. Renty Pants, enough. Get back to work.
Yeah. It's like yeah, but any case, you're right. Yeah, the I'm gonna the only way to get rid of those notifications is to go back into preferences every time. It's like my preferences were set. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Oh, Paloma, what's up? Hey, everybody. Paloma says, it's been a while for me. Yes, where have you been? I hope you've been busy and having fun, being creative, enjoying yourself. Yeah. hmm Yeah, we're just sitting here drawing, or I'm drawing. I don't know what everybody else is doing. We were talking about MySpace for a little while, and how I used to enjoy it. I didn't care. Right before MySpace, there was like a ton of I want to say forums, yeah. And so my brother-in-law was in a lot of those forums, and he was posting artwork all the time, all day, every day. I'm like, why are we online? What's going on there? I didn't care. And now it's like you cannot detach me from the internet. I think we need it more than ever. It's like so much information, so much access now with uh with the world. But in those days, I was like, oh, why? Monica Henson says she's watching Demon Slayer. Who's a fan of Demon
Ooh,
Slayer?
don't know that one.
They said put the TV up on the screen so we can see it. And then Monica says Behance video keeps crashing. Yeah, and you know what? I think part of it has to do with infrastructure around the country. That may be a problem. I have not seen any outages in terms of Azure or AWS, but I know that has something to do with it too. All right. So on my side, video looks good, but I'm on the East Coast, Atlanta, Georgia, and so we get preferential treatment. And I'm in the part of town where everything is like my little area that I'm in. It's commercial, so we have like a commercial level internet, so I get fast speeds. So hopefully that doesn't affect all of you guys, but that could be a thing. Demon Slayer, tell us about that, Monica, because I'm not into scary stuff. Let me see, what's Demon Slayer? Is that an anime or Buffy the Vampire? Oh, okay. Look at that. It's like it's a manga and a TV series. Who got something to say about it? It's on Netflix.
Hmm,
All right.
don't know.
Yeah, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's turn it on. Let's turn it on and watch some of that. It's on Netflix right now. Okay, it's an anime. Word. Preston says you need to be on that assassination classroom. What? Okay, let me look that up too. Assassination classroom. It's a film.
Not yet.
Um.
Not yet. Thanks.
Hey, you're welcome, Tom. You're over there eating pizza. We can tell.
My boy offered an icy, and I was like, no, I just had the Philly cheesesteak and the sliders. I gotta let it sit for.
Enjoy the aftertaste too. Sometimes you got to enjoy the aftertaste before you try something else.
That's where I was at, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry I wasn't muted, but I guarantee half the people on this stream right now are chewing on some scrub.
Yeah. I'm getting a little hungry myself. I wanna find a snack. I got some tuna and some crackers. Oh my god, tuna and crackers, and then some avocado. Oh my god, it's delicious. Some cheese. I need to throw some cheese on it. All right, there you go. I'm feeling a
That
little.
sounds good.
Assassination Classroom is a Japanese science fiction comedy manga series written and illustrated by Yusei Matsui. Whoa, and it's got a ton of books. Okay, I like that. I like that. Crazy artwork in it, says Mythical. Anime Life, says Odari. I'll check it out. It's on Crunchyroll. Okay. It's I saw it. Where did I see it said? It said it's
This one?
Wikipedia. I don't know. IMDb. It doesn't show me where. Anime list. Any Hulu. Is it on Hulu? I think it says Hulu. So it could be Hulu. Somebody send me your Hulu login because I need to look at some 90 Day Fiance.
There we go. We're gonna demonetize the stream again. I'm only joking, but it's a good joke.
It's a good joke. Yeah. You stick with it.
Soho Surge, how you doing over there? You're quiet because what? You got an illustration going on based on the inspiration from the stream? What do you got going on?
I'm over here soaking it all in, brother.
So good.
I just downloaded Adobe Illustrator for the iPad. I didn't even know this existed like 10 minutes ago. So
Whoa.
Oh, cool. You're in for some fun.
Yep.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, personification says he's sending everybody his Hulu login, but you can't all watch it at the same time because then Hulu gonna complain.
I'll send you mine too.
Hulu gonna cry.
On the first day Hulu came online and I shared the app, people thought I was crazy. Like, that's weird. We're not watching stuff on something called Hulu. But I like the angle they came in on. They really tried to be a little bit different.
I only watched two things on there. I watched the Wu-Tang story and the Orville. That's it.
I have a friend named Orville Woodbine.
Ah. The name of the spaceship is Orville.
Nice.
Monica says, I remember when Hulu was free. It was right after MySpace, right?
I remember when it was free.
Could have been.
No, it was free. I remember it. I watched a ton of Burn Notice on Hulu.
Oh, Burn Notice was so good.
Yeah,
Burn Notice is dope. Love Burn Notice.
Personification's talking about my Family Matters. Why? What the? he got it for Family Matters. Did I do that?
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Let's see. Here we go. Boom. I was gonna say something. I had a dad joke and I forgot it now. Too bad.
Ooh, I'll be back. This is school night.
No. Burn Notice is one of my all-time favorites. I watch it all the time. I'll turn it on and watch it. It's on Prime now, and it's still pretty.
It was on Netflix, right?
It was on Hulu a long time ago, and it never made it to Netflix. But,
really?
Yeah.
I watched all the episodes. I can't remember watching it on Hulu.
Yeah. Let's see, Family Matters was based in Chicago. It was in your hometown, Monica.
So was Cheers too, right?
Yeah, right. What's wrong with you, man?
Where's Cheers?
Boston.
Oh yeah, that's right, Boston.
But they didn't have the Boston accent in the show. Like I don't remember hearing anybody having the Boston accent.
It's Hollywood.
I think only Cliff did. Cliff did. The only guy with a Boston accent.
You're right. Cliff did. Yeah. Because not Norm, not Carla. and Carla is supposed to be like a hardcore gangster from the streets, and she ain't have it. Chi-town. Boom. Yeah, yeah, making things up now. Making things up, just finding nice little twists and turns. I don't do like real space accurate robot stuff, and I see other artists do it, and it's like how did you look at their robots and their joints is like that's perfect. Like I can see a robot moving like that. You look at sci-fi and drawings, nothing professional like from on TV or movies, but drawings, other artists, just a regular artist, and you're like, dang, they spent a lot of time doing that, and it looks perfect. Like I can see that being a real thing. That could be a real thing. Monica says I have family in Boston. Very cool. I want to go there one day just to go hang out. I've been to Chicago.
It's Chicago, not Chicano.
Oh, really? Not Chicano?
Mhm.
Dang. Well, I thought I was gonna see my family. I guess not. There you go. Boom.
But Darius says good night, Dan.
Good night, Odarius. And that predator looked cool, man.
Good night, Daddy. See you on
Yes,
Friday.
indeed. Good night.
No, I'm
Odarius.
still here. My
Yeah.
son's name is Darius.
Oh,
Odarius.
oh, Darius. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the original Odarilorian.
oh,
And he plays with O dinosaurs.
that,
His name is funny because if you drop the O, it's a Persian king named Darius
that. Yep.
or
There, yeah, yeah, yeah. There it is. Yeah.
yeah,
Persian.
king of kings.
Yep. First king of kings ever.
Hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. When he was born, I was cutting the cord, and the nurse was like, "Oh, King of Kings." I was like, huh? I thought I was just improving on my name.
Hold on, hold on. Selassie is the King of Kings, Lords of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah.
Yeah, he's King of Kings too.
You right.
Thank you, Preston, for engaging through YouTube, keeping Steven some company. Hey, Steven, I'm glad you're still around. We need art. That's correct. We do need art. All of us need
Mhm.
art. Art is life, not just a type of life, but it gives us life. It gives us that keeps that creativity flowing. There's a thing about creativity, like you'll never run out. The more you use it, the more you'll have.
In
So
all
yes.
forms.
Yes, right. All forms. There's all types of art.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
No, not display.
All right. Nah, but I noticed there's not very many sharp angles. Like, is that something you do purposely, or you
Yeah, in this
change?
drawing, yeah. In this drawing, I'm not going for the hard, sharp edges. I have an art style like the Chupadari
Can you
that I.
show us an example of like a headband, like with sharp triangular edges, like some of those nice drawings you've done?
Do I have an example now? Let's see if I do. I don't. Let's see. I have been softening my line work for a while now. Oh
Ah,
snap!
he admitted it. You got him to admit it, Serge. There you go.
Yeah. I'm like, that's his style, though. I was just asking, cause me, I like kind of like I like a a few corners and stuff like that. Like certain parts that I see you did, you rounded off the corners, but that's how you know that's your signature, you know. So,
I'm looking at a poster he did for the Mano Imano. Uh, he used Illustrator. Looks way different from what he's doing now. And I mean, he's got the sharp points and edges like you're talking about.
you said Imano.
It's a art show that we were doing back in the day. Dan made a poster, and it's a picture of an Aztec warrior holding a pencil and a album cover. And he did that in Illustrator. But what you're talking about the points, the sharp points, he's got a lot of that going on in this picture. So it's like it's
Got
different from what he's doing now. I think Dan he go back and forth.
that's on Instagram.
The photo, I don't know. Dan, you still got that photo? Oh, he went blank for a second. It's a when we were using Illustrator, we should do a lot of art shows in Atlanta. I used to live literally. Me and him were like tied to the hip down in Atlanta, and we did all these art shows. And I think that was when we were engaging in Illustrator. We were just starting, kind of. Um, but you could tell the style has changed over the years because I got a lot of the posters still hanging up in my office, and I'm comparing that to what he's doing now because you were talking about he got a lot of curves going on, like but not in the past. Dan was like real solid with it, you know. So you tend to find the style of your own after you use it enough. I think I prefer Fresco and then go to Illustrator. If I use Illustrator, I usually just jump straight to the desktop because my clients want that crispy, clean look. So
Got you.
yeah, yeah. So you're looking for more like that traditional style that Dan is doing right now, right?
Yeah. I'm I just want to learn about both. I mean, I'm pretty much open to both, but I'm
Yeah,
more leaning on the organic side. I am.
yeah, yeah. You would love Fresco. You would love it.
Yeah, I have all these apps on my computer. I mean, on my iPad. I never open them. I stick to what I know, which is what is Procreate.
Yeah,
So, but Procreate is cool, but I was only using Procreate because Illustrator was never for the iPad. Really, I was looking for Illustrator forever. I'm like, oh my god, when are they gonna drop it? When are they gonna drop it? And I guess I'm late. I just never like checked back in. But now, I'm like,
right,
she just opened up a can of worms for me. And
dude. I tell you,
I'm
I
glad
didn't.
Tom invited me to the room today. I
Yes,
appreciate it
yes.
for real.
And I'm trying to tell you, dude, I didn't know what Fresco was last year. Dave was like, "What are you using to draw this and this?" And he said, "Fresco." I said, "What's Fresco?"
Not
We
much
live,
different.
Steve.
Yeah, go ahead, Larry. I'm
No, no,
saying
it's
not
just
not
yeah.
much different.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, finish. No problem. No big deal.
It's just it's. I was so frustrated with Fresco when I first started, and I was wanting to give up with it, and go back to the basics. And I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna test this out." Now that's what I use every Friday because I can't get away from it now, especially on the iPad. So yeah, man, you're gonna love that.
Not
Just mess with it for a little bit.
not much difference to it. Just take to it and see what you can do with it. At first,
Hmm.
everything is difficult, but not much difference from Procreate either.
Yeah,
So
I've never
you
used
guys
it.
ever use Procreate?
I've never used it.
I've seen
Okay.
people do, but I never use it. I usually mostly use the Illustrator if I need something.
I
Hmm.
finally had my hand with it. I was pretty impressed. Definitely took the iPad where it wasn't when I had my iPad. So I see why a lot of people gravitate to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a completely different not completely different. It's just it's a different vibe when you're drawing on Procreate because it's more it gives you the feel of actual paper, like
Mm.
you got a pencil or piece of charcoal, whatever it is, and the brush selection is it's huge. I buy brushes from people and all that, and I find new
Okay.
ways to use it. So. and I use it for all my work. So it's just me sticking to what I know. I'm not dogging any other platform.
No,
I'm just happy I got Illustrator now because this is over. It's over now.
I about use only like about 10 brushes all the time. If I do need something specific, I usually made one just for the purpose of that art, and that's it. When you can deal with like 10 to 20 brushes for the most of your work, do need don't need that many.
no. Yeah, I
I
use the
second that.
basic. Yeah,
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
here.
I
yeah,
think there's a new business model going on now. There's nothing wrong with it. The brushes definitely help speed up your creative process, but I feel like now new people getting into it think that they need 15 different brushes to even get started.
Yeah.
yeah. Take for example Kyle's brushes. There are so many of them. It will take you longer to learn how to deal with all of them rather than doing any art. So, like, why bother? If you can do it on your own, why bother? Go and selecting like among thousands of brushes, select the one you need for that moment. I mean, what's the point?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
find.
even, I've
True.
never paid for brushes. I've just used all the basic ones, and I think I've done pretty good
Hmm.
without having to pay somebody for special brushes. So,
I won't lie.
Hmm.
I've been tempted. This is during the sketchbook when was using sketchbook. I was pretty comfortable with the default brushes, and I caught myself trying to draw chainmail, and I saw a brush that pretty much emulated that texture, and
Wow.
I was so tempted to spend 11.95 on a chainmail brush,
Wow.
and I said, you know what? And that's when I blinked out of the art space for a little bit. So, but I can
Yeah,
see why it's tempting.
Preston, if you need it for just that one art, in me, it's okay. But then again, if you're never gonna use it, like, why bother spending money on it?
Yep, absolutely. And on top of that, I had fun creating my brushes. As I was sharing with Dan, I finally figured out a way of importing. Well, I think they updated the app, but in Sketchup, I was able to import some brushes, and I came up with a simple textured brush, and I was able to generate like the moon in like 3 minutes, not even. And
Mm.
sometimes you can come up with one or two different brushes, but they're primarily texture brushes that I can just pretty much pass like I would use a default brush. But I definitely don't want to go too crazy with brushes. You'll just get lost in how to apply it rather than, hey, how do these values come together? I think it was you, RB, who taught me about the values in the beginning when I first
Mhm.
Yep.
got on here.
Yeah.
And the brush, you'll go down that rabbit hole. But it's, hey, like I have all these pens and markers, these Posca pens. You'll start buying art supplies. So the same thing applies to brushes. You'll buy so many different brushes, and they'll just be sitting in your library, and you will never use them.
Yeah.
So
And even more true, whenever you need some brush to do your work, it's usually not completely exactly the same thing what you need. You still have to redefine the existing brush.
yep.
So, like, it's a lot easier to make your own for the time being, for the purpose you need it, and then just you delete it or leave it standing there for the case you need it again. But it's a lot easier than like go through whole the selection, a whole bunch of brushes, and like trying to figure out which one is doing what.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I stick with the basics because I'm a pencil and paper guy first. So if I want to do some texture things, I do it like with my own hand, my own two hands instead versus the digital things. Digital things, I'm doing vector work. That's it. I'm scared to use other brushes.
D Odari D can testify. I did some concept for my work here, and aside everything else, I took the pencil and paper and finished the concept for like 5 minutes.
Mhm.
Not because I'm afraid of using digital art, just like I'm like you, just so used to it. It's much faster,
Yeah, I feel
and
like
then you can.
I'm more comfortable with it.
Yep.
I think that's why I spent maybe an hour trying to develop my end all be all pencil brush and sketchable yesterday. So I finally got it. I don't use any other pencil other than that one. So that's an example of, hey, let me do it. But I should probably design a T-shirt for us. Pencil and paper.
Oh yeah, I will wear it faithfully. Yeah, see, I can say one thing about Sketchable is like I do have that pencil and paper feel when I use it. So I do enjoy messing with sometimes I'll use Sketchable to do my sketches and then take it somewhere else to finish it. You know.
I finally installed Fresco on my desktop. Oh,
Whoa,
don't tell anybody.
it's going down. Two
Dan should be
hours.
right. Dan should be right back with us. He just had to take a quick call. It was important.
Yeah, figured as much. Yeah, because he's super quiet. And Dan's not quiet.
But did you see what was going on the last 5 minutes? He was ripping through this illustration.
Yeah, he killing it.
It looks like it's in fast motion.
Mm-hmm. That's
So what
because
are you trying to say? We hold him back?
no, Dan holds himself back. He likes to talk.
Well, it's not a bad thing.
I've known this guy since the '90s. He's never changed.
His
He's like,
38-minute sidebars are the best.
yeah,
But that's what makes him so entertaining, and that's why people come back and watch him draw, because he does his 38-minute sidebars, and you're just like, what? You know?
No,
But you know what?
Dan is such
He's.
a person. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, finish.
I was just about to say he seems like a genuinely happy guy. He laughs a lot. You know what I'm saying? I like people with good energy. And as a creative, you know, it's we rub off each other with that good energy. So I like that.
Dan is the people are drawn to him because he's like very genuine. He's a normal person, like talking like with everybody, like his best friend. You know, not doesn't distinguish himself from everybody else. So that's why people come to see him.
Yep.
He's like just an ordinary
That's
guy
right.
doing his stuff. That's it.
yeah.
So true.
I'm fortunate to get tattoos from this guy. So yeah,
Dope. I didn't even know he does tattoos. That's sick.
yeah. I got both arms done by Dan. I designed them, and he tatted me on my arms, my back of my neck. Yeah, I got a lot of tats from. He taught me how to tattoo. I didn't
That's good.
pursue it. Yeah, I didn't pursue it though because it was just it's fun, but it's not for me. But he did. You know, that's how we met. I walked into his tattoo shop and I wanted a tattoo. He made me sit on a couch and draw. I designed him, and he tatted me on my arms, my back of my neck. Yeah, that's me again. He taught me how to tattoo.
Inception.
Oh, right. I didn't pursue it. Yeah, I didn't pursue it though. It's fun, but it's not for me. But he did that.
That's
You know, that's how we met. I walked into his tattoo shop.
Is that you again, Preston?
No, that's
He made me
Tamika,
sit
that's
on a
Tamika.
couch and draw. That's me on Tamika's line. He me on my arms, back of my neck. That's creepy. Yeah, I got a lot of that. He taught me how to tattoo.
Now we have stereo.
Oh, right.
If Tom has administrative rights, you can right click her.
Fun, but it's not for me. But he did that.
Server mute
You
for a
know, that's
second.
how we met. I walked into the tattoo shop.
Is that you again, Preston?
He made me sit on a couch and draw.
Yeah, I hear everybody.
That's me on Tamika's line.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. If anybody's the curators, you know, you can always just right click and server mute for a
I'm so
second.
sorry,
Fix
y'all.
it. That's no big.
No, you good.
You
We
joined
was
the
wondering
party.
what.
I did it too.
Awesome.
We got Steve on YouTube. He says he's near Boston. Boston. And of course, his last time he's like different animal.
Yeah.
Why not?
I heard you guys earlier speaking about which platform you guys preferred. I never got a chance to chime in on that. I think you can't really pick one. I think there's two different platforms that I prefer. YouTube's always going to be the major giant for me, particularly for what it presents. It has probably the strongest visual absorption, and Twitter is just easier to digest for me. You know, it's simple. You're limited character amount, so you really have to feed out what information you really want to present to the world. But Twitter's easy to digest, straight to the point in most cases. But YouTube is probably the number one platform for me that I prefer. It's just my favorite platform. I am a
Yeah.
MySpace guy, but I'm not with doing the CSS and the style things and your wallpaper and your top 8 friends fights. I've ended too many great friendships over my top 8.
Yeah, all I watch is YouTube. I don't watch regular TV. That's YouTube
You
all
know what's
day.
crazy? You know what's crazy about YouTube? 300 it says 300 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute.
Yeah.
You know how many freaking servers do you need? This is like 1,300,000,000 different videos, like, and counting.
Yeah.
That's amazing in itself. You know what I'm
It's
It's a
saying?
lot.
it's stuff on there, man. I watch a lot of educational stuff, artistic stuff, comic book stuff. I watch old cartoons on there. I mean, they got 24-hour GI Joe cartoons, and I'll be watching that stuff, man. It's just, I mean, I can watch the space shuttle launch. I mean, not the space shuttle, but you know what I'm saying. Elon he doing big things, and I'm watching it on
SpaceX, yep.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can watch
SpaceX is
anything there,
crazy.
dude.
The
I
grid
love
pattern,
YouTube.
the grid pattern when he's done,
Hmm.
like that with all the satellites that he's putting, the whole grid pattern is supposed to make you be able to get internet anywhere on the planet, which is
Yeah,
Starlink, yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
that shit is crazy. Excuse my French, but that's
yeah,
mind
yeah,
blowing.
yeah. It
First of all,
is.
this is PG-13 channel, so okay, don't speak French.
That's
I much only watch YouTube videos now. I gave up television about like my cable about 3 years ago, and
Hmm.
that's 90% about of what I watch now.
Yeah, same here.
Cool.
I watch YouTube all day long.
And there's podcasts too if you just want to listen. So
Hmm.
The only thing I watch on TV now is about sports, sports events, and that's it.
Mm.
Everything else you can get on YouTube, computer generally, so you don't need TV.
Right. No, you don't need TV. TV is boring. Now
apps that I download videos on, and that's about the only other thing I watch. For full length movies,
yeah.
everything else is YouTube.
Hmm. Yeah.
Except
YouTube
when
is like
Steve
my.
sticks his nose in.
Yeah, YouTube is my
Torrents.
go-to.
Ask Steve. He's a
Yeah.
torrent genius. If you don't find anything, just ask Steve, and
Oh, I
you're gonna
know.
get
I
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah. I
we
can
don't
find
speak
it.
about Fight Club.
Oh, Fight Club.
Sure enough.
That's the nickname. We don't speak of Fight Club.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's where I go fishing down by the river where it runs kind of fast. It's like a bit of a torrent, So I go fishing there.
I was telling them earlier, I have pretty much half a generation's worth of cartoons archived on my TrueNAS right now. That I own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're just backups.
Yeah.
But they don't have the shows that I need on TV. Obviously, they have to go with the changing tides. But I need my Boomerang, my classic Boomerang shows. My
Right.
Yogi, my SWATcast, Tom and Jerry, things like that.
Yeah.
That's what got
Oh,
me into
yeah.
drawing.
I want my FUD with his shotgun. Come on.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
Preston reminded me, I have some like 70, 80-year-old comic books in here. I'm gonna have to scan the titles and show it to you. And
Oh
see if
boy.
you're here.
Wow.
I bet I
Be
do.
worth some big money, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Come up at auction a lot here. When you go to
Oh,
auctions, you get comic books and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
But you gotta know your thing before you just start buying comic books.
Oh yeah, no. There's 3 comic book stores just in our area up here.
Whoa,
Oh
that's a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah, it is. We have a lot here too. Like I said, we're neighbors. It's comic book stores
Yeah.
all through Canada. It's all through all Michigan. It's like I can get the latest and toys. They got the vintage toys, everything. So
Wow.
I tried looking
Well, they
for
made it.
Cara Doom, and she costs too much now. So I don't want
And
it.
They made a TV show out of Kevin Smith's got one in New Jersey. Well, he's got a whole TV series about that.
Yeah.
if you
Mhm.
wanna
Yeah.
send something to Christine, just put it in a bottle and toss it over the water. That's it.
Well, except it's going the wrong way. Odari can send me stuff. I can't send it back up the river.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yep. Yep, it's flowing all her way. Yep.
Yeah. It's got to go over the falls too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
you got to get around the bodies and everything. It's a lot of bodies in there.
So they say. Actually, there is in Hamilton
Mhm.
Harbor too. Hamilton's an interesting place from that point of view because it was kind of the hub for the organized crime during Prohibition, and they smuggled
right.
booze into the United States from here. So where our sailing club is at the bottom of a cliff, and in the cliff there are tunnels to go up to the houses above that they used to smuggle the booze in and out of. Can't remember which way it was going.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep, that happened around
Bodies
me.
are buried here.
I think every country's got that. I was having dinner at a friend's place one night. It was the first time I'd been to his house, and it was really close to where I was living. So I thought, oh, this is unusual. You know, you're just around the corner from me. And so we get in there, and there's 5 or 6 of us in there having dinner and drinks and stuff. And I look around, and I go, this is a really unusual house. It was quite old, and it had like 5 or 6 different doors just on the main floor, all going out of the house in different directions. And I said, what's the story with these doors all going out different ways? And they said, well, it was first built by this literally a salty old sea captain who was like a rum runner, and he did all sorts of semi on the sly stuff. And every once in a while, the constabulary or the police would come up and check him out. And whichever direction they'd come from, he'd have an alternate door to go out the other way, disappear for a while. Had all these different doors. Pretty funny.
The Irish departure.
Yeah. Take off and get down to the docks and get on his boat and go sailing for a couple of months and then come back, and they hadn't burned his house down, so all was well.
Look at Dan go. Look at him go.
No. I guess it's hard to draw and talk, carry on a conversation at the same time. You're stopping and going, stopping and going the whole time.
Wait a minute. Did you call him Dan Go?
Yeah. Go, Dan, go.
You're missing an ear?
Like Vincent Dan Go?
There you go, Dan go.
Look at
Dan Go.
Dan Go. I said, look at Dan Go. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Tom,
Daniel Dan Go.
You know.
I still think Odari Emojis is the best one.
No, see, Dan's fast. He's fast at what he does. What he does online is he's sharing with everybody. But when that camera turns off, he's a beast. So I've seen him at work. So we've done art shows together. We lived together for a second. That was a long time ago. But no, he's real. He's a perfectionist in a lot of ways, and I've seen him improve a million times over. It's just like wow, like especially with the with everything on Adobe. Like I remember when we were drawing on those devices, we had. See, this was a long time ago. We had these cheap, crappy devices. Everything was on a mouse. How we had to work on we couldn't use a pen back then. We had to draw it or draw and put it in the computer, the old school way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was terrible. So, so it's like just to see him doing this is just like, dude, came a long way. I met him as a tattoo artist, but then he ended up teaching classes and doing this. I'm like, where did I miss something? I was like, I didn't see this happen. So now this is
thing
cool.
down to a fine art, really, no pun intended, but down to a science, I guess you could say.
And let's make no mistakes, folks. Line art is always more difficult to present than coloring everything and using color. In line art, you have to be very specific in every detail how you want to present it. Shades, position, the face description, and everything. With paint, it's a lot easier to decorate what you want.
Yeah. I mean, just every time he grabs one of those anchor points, like I grab one and they go all over the place. They just go crazy, right?
Mhm.
I have a question for all of you. How many of you are familiar with Fresco and Illustrator? I mean, both.
I am.
I am
Yeah.
All right.
Not
familiar
me.
with or good at.
Familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no. I struggle with
I know what it
Illustrator.
looks like.
Okay, so my problem now is I like Sketchable. I like pencil paper. Going from Sketchable, would it be feasible to bypass Fresco for Illustrator, or taking my rough sketches and taking it to Fresco? What would you recommend?
I do it
Uh,
both. I do both.
yeah. But from your perspective, Preston, I'd probably stick to Fresco, and then from
Okay,
Fresco go to Illustrator,
Hmm.
because if
okay,
you come from Sketchable, you have to find the mid grounds to be able to work in both. So the Fresco is probably a better option for you.
Yeah, I agree. But Fresco will frustrate you at first because it did me. Because I was on Sketchable and Sketchable was like, wow, this is dope. And then I started using Fresco. It's like, what's going on? This is not what I'm expecting. No, I don't like this. So, but
yeah,
you gotta get a feel for the brushes. Is what it
okay.
is.
Because I want to take the rasterized art from Sketchable because I can get my concept out way faster on Sketchable.
Hmm.
And I just want to vectorize the line work.
Hmm.
And I don't know if
Yeah.
I would go
Yeah,
straight to
you
Illustrator or should I just stop short
you're
with the
probably better
organic
off to go
Fresco?
to Fresco, then go to
Okay,
Illustrator if need.
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm. Yeah. That's the way to do it.
That Dan did when he was demonstrating at the beginning is when he used Fresco, he had the paintbrush that had different shapes to it, and the line work, the thickness of the line changed as he drew and stuff like that. It doesn't look like you can do that in Illustrator, right? These are all straight lines, not straight,
Yeah,
but you know.
you can do this in Illustrator as well. But people from coming from raster drawings, are much closer to get a hang of the Fresco rather than Illustrator. But Illustrator
Hmm.
can be intimidating if you are starting working with vector art immediately.
Hmm. Yep.
But
I
you
can
don't
do
get the
both.
different line work shapes that you do in Fresco, right?
Yeah, you can do the different line shape in Illustrator as well, but
Hmm.
in Fresco it's much easier.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Like I most of the time I use Illustrator on my desktop. I won't draw with it. Um, I'll draw in Fresco and then I'll ship it to Illustrator and then work from there on the desktop. But
If
I haven't had much success with the pen in Illustrator.
actually, if I'm drawing in Illustrator directly, I use pencil
Mm.
and draw with it.
Yeah, that's the next step for me. But Preston, you draw pretty well. That's like Fresco. Once you get into it and you get a feel for the pen or whatnot and the brushes, yeah, I think you'll be straight. It's you just got to get. It frustrated me. I was really mad at it at one time, but I got a feel for
Yeah, Preston has already developed, good straight lines. He has a sense for it.
it. Hmm.
So from Sketchable to Fresco shouldn't be so difficult. Rather easy. Like just to get the hang of it, like working with the vector lines. No, like no mistakes, no cracks, no nothing. Just pull the line and make it fit however you want. That's
Hmm.
why for him, it's Fresco probably much better option than go directly to Illustrator.
Hmm.
I'm definitely going to give myself the 1 week challenge with Fresco. Play around with that. I have a lot of rough sketches I want to redraw in Fresco, so I'll give it 7 solid days.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna
Cool.
say that's how I got good at doing the Fresco. I took some old sketches I did in pencil and then I just traced over it. And I've
Yeah,
done that Freestyle Friday stuff a couple of times because I'm still kind of teaching myself how to use it. So just drawing straight up on it, it's like I'm not there yet. So it feels like I'm tracing myself. Like, yeah, I am tracing, but I'm when I do that, I'm trying to learn the brush. You know what I mean? I
hmm
still have a problem with Fresco sometimes.
It's a lot of brushes and a lot of like adjustments to make to each brush, especially
yeah,
when you get into the painting. the
Yeah, I
flow
think
and the size and everything, it all makes a big
I think
difference.
Preston was
Yeah.
already adjusted to it because he's already working with brushes. Should be too problematic for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The watercolor and the oil paint's kind of hard to kind of get the right effects with because they
Yep.
blend together. They're harder to control,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm.
they're fun like hell.
Yeah, actually, you do have to know a little bit about blending colors, to work with the oil
Yeah.
and
My
Mm-hmm.
kryptonite.
Yeah, dude. Let's see. I can do it on canvas. I've never done it with Fresco. I think I've done one thing on Fresco with the brushes, and that's the Asha poster. Mars and everything behind her. That's all the watercolor stuff, this and that. But I did her in vector, and that was when I first started using Fresco and got good at it. I think.
Hey, look who's back.
I'm back. I'm back. Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
it's alive.
It's alive. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. I had to go away for a little bit. Thank you all for holding it down and keeping things together and in order. The house is still standing. I like that.
Mm.
No, nobody had parties while I was gone.
That's how he does.
Yeah, the
Hmm.
kids weren't fighting.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Good. I'm proud of you guys.
I was actually thinking then about messing your work, but I kind of gave up on it.
You can't. RB, RB, you crazy, RB. So I saw Virginia stop by. That was cool. Virginia, I haven't seen you in a long time. I saw Tamika stop through. Monica is gone. Good night, Monica and Tamika.
Yeah,
Anybody else who's
actually,
still around? Thank you.
at the same time you did.
Oh,
So
she
I did.
was?
Yeah, yeah. I took. I got her over to my other screen to see what she was doing.
Oh, wow. Tamika, look at Tamika. Yes. That's another great artist right there. She is Fresco. A Fresco, because she loves using the light brushes.
We were just
Yeah,
Yes.
talking about Fresco and Illustrator.
there it
Oh,
is,
yeah.
Preston. I just forgot to mention. If you really want to know brushes about in Fresco, just take a look what Tamika is doing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
she's dope.
Mm. Yeah, she's good.
yeah, she goes from pencils to light brushes like paints and watercolors. And then at the end of her painting, a drawing, there's no drawing, it's a painting. It's amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
so she's woke.
Oh
That's
yeah,
really
she's
Yeah.
cool.
hardcore. Yeah, she is hardcore. You should check her out. I was trying to draw a cool skull face here, but it's not coming out the way I wanted to. So I'm gonna do another one.
You
So what
used
else
the
been
term
going
live
on?
brush.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. You can tell it's a skull, though. It looks pretty good.
No, it's that line to the left of the nose.
Yeah, it's sticking out too much, huh?
That's if you take that line and start over.
I'm gonna
Hey, Dan, you
start
used the
over.
term live brush. What's live
Burn,
brush?
burn that piece of paper. Get rid of it.
A live brush is all the oil and watercolor brushes
Uh-huh.
Oh,
that
okay.
are supported in Fresco.
So Preston, they work like a live brush. The watercolors will, depending on the amount of water you put in them, they'll flow into one another, and the oils will blend with one another where you cross them over.
Okay, so their own physics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
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 Hmm. Yeah. Well, Tamika usually streams on Saturdays.
She streamed today.
We're gonna have to get her
Uh,
to straighten out.
Dan,
Yeah.
if you really want to make
Ooh.
this skull look better, pull the hollowness of the nose all the way to your left and make it connect to the line of the eye.
Yeah, you think so? That's gonna make it better. I think it's gonna.
Yep.
I want it kind of rough. I want to. Well, actually, these are some of the thick lines, and I want to come back in with the thinner line in a second. Um,
Okay,
um,
but
yeah.
you don't need that extra line left to your nose. Okay.
Oh, I
For
don't.
the
Well, okay, but I need to draw the face. How am I gonna draw the? I mean the eyeball. How do I draw the eyeball? I need to work on that. Let me think about that
The
here.
protomolecule.
That's right. Yep.
Because it's blue lines too, so it really looks like the protomolecule.
Uh huh. Right, right, right.
That's an expense thing, y'all. If y'all don't watch that show,
Great
Yeah.
show.
that show is great.
I haven't paid attention if there's a new episode or not. Is there a new episode?
I've been through 5 seasons. I'm waiting on season 6.
Oh, so
And
is it over already? Like the season's over?
Yeah, see, they had 10
Oh yeah.
episodes. Yeah,
season 6 gonna be in sometime in the end of this year, I believe.
yeah. Mhm.
Oh man, I thought there was more coming.
What story are you talking about?
The
It's called
Expanse.
The Expanse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's probably the greatest sci-fi TV show I've ever seen.
The
Yeah, I
greatest.
really like it.
I
It's solid.
gotta say, it's really realistic. It's this. I mean, it's an alien presence there, but it's like most of the time you watching humans fighting humans, and they don't like each other. It's going down. Mars
Yep.
and Earth and the asteroid belt.
Yep.
That to me is the future.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not interested in seeing aliens and stuff like that. Not really. Unless
No.
I'm watching Babylon 5. I'll watch that. I got to get Dan watching that too.
Babylon
I
5.
like Deep
Yeah.
Space Nine, Captain Cisco.
Yeah, Deep Space Nine is dope. Yeah, I do like this. So
That's
a
the
lot of
only Star Trek I didn't like.
really Deep
Yeah.
Space Nine was cold. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was really good.
Cold
That's
blooded.
the only Star Trek I really watched. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more down to earth on
I
the
like all the other three.
yeah. If you watch Deep Space Nine, you'll like Babylon 5. It was a lot more going on in Babylon 5, but it was a space station, just like Deep Space Nine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I watched some of it. It didn't capture my attention.
Yeah, you got to give it some time because some of the best space battles happen on Deep Space Nine part of Star Trek.
Yeah,
After
man.
Worf got there, the first 3 seasons kind of were boring, but then once Worf got there, it got interesting.
Oh yeah, every time Worf shows up, it's going
I
down.
The Worf is cool.
So yeah,
the first episode I ever seen that got me hooked to Deep Space Nine was I think it was called Through the Looking Glass.
yes,
And did you ever see that one?
yeah, oh yeah, I know my
All
stuff.
You
right,
know all of
where it goes into
them.
okay, got you. So that's the first Deep Space Nine episode I ever seen, and I was hooked after that. I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
I gotta
He
watch
really
more.
hated Captain Picard because he
Oh
figured that
yeah,
Captain Picard was responsible for his wife's death when
yeah.
he had the big
Yep,
fight with the Borg.
Oh
yep,
yeah. He
yep.
really hates Picard. I was like, whoa.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think yeah, that show was it brought everything together. I think Deep Space Nine was the glue for everybody. Everybody was flying around, but they come there to get some gas. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yes.
yeah, Deep
Mhm.
Space
Trip
Nine
lab
was
and everything
was
else.
cool. They had the wormhole to yeah, they had everything there.
Hmm.
What's that show, Steve? Out in Saskatchewan with the gas station?
Oh God, I know the name of it too. What the heck? Um,
Those of
I
you
can't think of it.
listening on Behance, this is what happens when we hang out and drawing. Is that we get into a conversation and people start sharing their things and what they like and we're just sitting here drawing, having a good time.
Oh,
Carry
it's
Right.
on.
called Corner Gas. Corner Gas. That's
That's it.
Corner gas.
a big gas station.
I'm sitting here messing around with this skull face, and there's something missing. I'm not liking something about it, so I'm playing around with it until I get it right. There we go.
Freestyling.
Yeah, yeah. And other than that, we're moving right along. There you go. Bam. Bam.
That was
So
cool.
thank you, thank you. Yeah. Well, I am using I did find a reference too. It's like, I want to draw what I want to draw, but It's not coming out, so let me look this up so I can, use it as a reference.
Hmm.
There we go. Boom. So now I can turn off the other one. Get rid of that. Boom. And now I'm gonna do another layer. Got it. And add some more details.
Hey Dan, I meant to ask you, have you ever tried the paper likes for the Surface? Paper like alternatives on the Surface? The
Yes.
screen protectors? Do they actually feel like paper?
No, they don't. Well, how about the knockoffs? So I really don't know. I don't need paper. What I need is friction. And so
Yeah.
the knockoffs give me enough friction. And
I ordered 3 different ones already, so I'm already in.
yeah. Yeah, I need I need that friction that I'm used to with paper, that I'm used to with texture, and so that's what I use, and it works for me. I don't need like any particular texture that's gonna come out of plastic, but I what I want is something that I can use um, against this glass that is not glass, this hard tip, especially the Apple Pencil. It has that hard tip and is butting against the glass.
Mhm.
So I don't want that. I need and when and one thing I found for myself is this: when you're drawing against the glass, you also get tired. Your hand gets tired because it's doing extra effort to control the stroke, control the line, and
Mm.
so the glass helps give some of that friction so that your hand is not so tense. And
Mhm.
so if your hand ever hurts, it's because you're holding the pencil too hard, which is
Mhm.
also why I use a grip. So I have a grip on my Apple Pencil. That way, I don't have to hold it really tight trying to, because it's slick. It's very slick. So I use the grip and I can smoothly and easily glide the
Nice.
pencil on the iPad.
Yeah, I
Wow.
have a box of those and I use them on regular pencils. They make and pens too, if need be.
Mhm. Mhm.
They make a big difference.
Yeah.
So I'm the
Do,
opposite though. I can I draw with a tight hand, and it's not uncomfortable to me.
Oh well, then you're cool. Then you're good. You know, this
strangle
comment
those pens. Yeah.
then this comment is not for you. No, I'm just playing. It's no, but that's it. It depends on your style. It depends on your art style, and so that's it. That's what that's why, but talking about the paper like or any kind of screen protector, a cheap one. This iPad that I'm using right now, I bought it. I actually traded for it. I traded an iMac Mini at a secondhand electronics store for this iPad. And the only reason they traded me the iPad is because it had a crack on it, and so they rather have that Mac Mini instead of the iPad. And I took it, and so I went straight into Micro Center right after I left that store. Got a screen protector, a cheap plastic screen protector, and put it on. And I've been
Mm,
using this thing for like 4 years now.
Wow,
nice,
that's amazing.
nice.
Then
Hmm.
I just put in share your art flip sample of my own skull. Take a look.
All right, let's see
I
what you
made it
got.
Oh
in
yeah.
Illustrator.
Oh snap! Look at this skull. All right,
Woo!
That is
That's
fire.
that's
dope. That's a sticker.
that's
I need
scary.
that.
That's scary. Look at that scary skull. What is happening here?
Wow. Wow, that's really good.
Hmm. Good old RB getting busy. All right, let's see. I missed some other messages. I think Steven meant to say that I was the shiznit on YouTube.
That's funny.
Rastamine says I love that show, so he likes the show. I don't know exactly what show, cause I kind of missed what y'all was talking about. Which one? There was several shows you guys were talking about. Deep Space Nine and Star Trek and the
Yeah, space
Romulans.
stuff.
The Romulans.
Deep Space Nine. It was so deep, I didn't even watch it. You know.
You didn't even, but it was deep.
Scared
You
of
said.
drowning.
Yeah, it was the like Steve said. It didn't get on and popping until Worf showed up.
That's right.
There you go.
That's really cool, Tom. That's a good one. Pirates Union.
Ooh, Pirate Union logo. Look at that. Oh, snap.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
sweet.
All
We're.
disagreements are dealt with a sword and a plank and a trip on a boat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Tom got skills.
Yeah,
Tom
that's
likes.
dope.
Tom likes to remix. Remix. All right. So this is pretty cool. I think I got to the point in the skull where I'm okay with it. Because the rest of it is gonna come through. The detail is gonna come through. Um, uh, the
Well, the
coloring.
shadows. Yeah, yeah.
The coloring.
No, right. Yeah, that looks way better.
We just topped our 700th viewer for the night.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Great.
And we are 2 hours and 50 minutes in, and we're getting close to the end for tonight. I think I'm just gonna finish the line work and the rest of the astronaut, and we're good to go. And I will post this artwork, the vector file, in the Discord. So if you want to do your own version, make some adjustments, color it in with Illustrator, there you go. All of this
Cool.
stuff is shared only in the Discord. Sometimes I post stuff on the Behance so that you can download it, but right now I'm gonna keep this one for us. Let's see.
Oh.
I heard something. Everything okay? It wasn't my computer making that noise.
So
Someone sounded like they got shot with a
So,
laser beam. Oh.
yeah,
Oh,
they just went
yeah,
down.
that was me. I'm not muted.
Oh,
basically,
okay.
if anybody wants free VIP access, where's the place to be?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is
Christine, were
Pay
you
my
just
daughter's bill, by the
visualizing
way.
tomorrow's snow?
No, I was knitting and I screwed up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're supposed to get another storm tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
But at least we got a day off.
Oh, joy.
You're saying 10 inches in New York?
I don't mind the beatings because we get the odd day off when they stop hitting us, and it feels great.
Wow. Yeah.
Like all the kids went back to school on Monday and nobody went back to school because it was a snow day.
Wow. There you go. Got the fingers. I may have to take this all the way through. Where is it? There it is. Might as well. Mhm. Boom. Yeah, so you guys, everybody watching, wherever you are, either, because we are streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, no, LinkedIn, Periscope, and YouTube.
Yeah.
And Behance, yeah, right? And Behance. Make sure you check us out. I am Delta Tango Mike. I stream as often as I can. And so stop on through and say hello one of these days. Do join the Discord. We have a great group of people. You heard them talking while I was away on my phone call. And we get along really great here. We draw together, talk together, laugh together, and so we just want to keep growing in that direction. So if you're interested in hanging out with us, it's free, no charge, and and we try to keep it the inspiration flowing. Tom likes to share a ton of inspiration. He wants to see everybody drawing.
Tom, aka Inspiration, huh?
Hmm. Yeah, that's what Tom does.
You need to know how to spell that. Inspiration. Inspiration.
Mm.
This is spelling lesson, huh? Can you spell that in reverse, Tom?
No,
In a reverse,
No, no, but you did
Can I
see.
can
you
I
can.
wasn't.
INREVERSE.
I did pop open Google Translate to conversate with our Chinese viewers the other night.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
oh,
Yeah, that's
That
always
worked.
tough.
Use that for help with French translations, which I know I would be very, very careful using Google Translate because
oh,
it's
Before
probably on the mark only about 60% of the time.
oh.
There
before
is
Google Translate, there was a app before Google Translate came out. It was called Word Lens, and how it worked was this: you'd pick the translation you'd want it to do. You aim the phone camera at a sign in a different language, and right on the screen of the phone, it scrambles it and decodes it into your language that you choose.
Wow.
I've seen an ad on YouTube for something that does exactly that with an iPhone or something, an app.
Hmm.
Yep.
Babelfish still exists?
there is a British page also does the same thing as Google Translate, but it's much better. I can't recall the name now, but Dee probably knows about it.
There was something just yesterday that showed up as one of the best translation apps going, and I downloaded it. And do you think I can find it now?
I don't. The one I use is called what is it called again? Reverso, and it's a lot
I've heard
better
that
than
name.
Google.
Yeah,
Yeah. So when I need help
Google
doing translations, I
Google's
use
falling
that.
down on a lot of stuff, man. It's just not as good as they used to be.
Mm-hmm. No, Reverso is excellent, and it gives you all the stuff behind it. If you want to compare why it used this word and not another word, you can look that up.
Mm.
Yeah. That's why I use Edge, Dan.
That's what you
Go,
use. What?
I use
Oh, the Edge
Microsoft
browser.
Edge.
Oh, because of what? Because of the translation thing?
Nah, Google is just they
Oh.
not doing their thing to me no
Mm,
more.
mm, mm,
mhm.
mm,
We're going back to Star Trek. We're right back there with the Universal Translator now, eh? With all of these things.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic.
yeah, it's all right.
That's
What the hell is that called?
whoa.
Don't worry about privacy. It doesn't exist.
Yo, Tom, you in here?
It's not real.
All night, all night.
Who do we got? We got everybody still holding strong at the Discord. Nice, nice. Now everybody needs to get an iPhone. All right, because Tom and I want to stream the audio from our conversations in um,
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. That's
And
right.
invite everyone. Yeah.
You guys are all invited, but you need some iPhones. Rastaman says I have something for that, and I think he's talking
And
about yeah. Go ahead, RB.
ain't gonna get me to buy iPhone, that's for sure.
No,
Wait all day.
Ditto.
you're gonna be by yourself in the Discord. Like, where did everybody go?
I'll be right there with him.
I'll be
Well, I'll tell you what, you can go back as far as the iPhone 6S and it will run all the stuff you're talking about. I
The
keep
who?
getting surprised. That's my phone. And I try a new thing. I go, well, this won't work. My phone's so old. Put it on, boom, away it goes.
All right. And
Why
so
You got
why
to be
is
the
it so
cheapest
important to
one.
stream all this stuff on Clubhouse?
just cause.
Just
Just
cause,
cause.
because you can, right?
That's
Yep.
right. Yeah, cause you
Yeah.
can.
I'm
Okay.
talking
'Cause,
to 6 million more people.
that's
Woohoo.
right. Ain't nobody doing
Yep.
that, and if they are, they ain't doing it like we do. Just like this Discord thing.
Ah,
Just like this
Yeah.
Discord thing. Who else is doing the Discord? Now I'm looking at on Behance the live stream page, and it says ABC Studios with Andre Laro. He has like 6 people on his stream,
Oh
but he
wow.
nobody was doing that until we did that. We did that. I had 4. I had Preston.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yep. I had Odari. And then Love. Forgot her name.
Momming
Dimple Love.
creatively.
Dimple Love.
Keep going, Dan. Our numbers are going up if you talk that talk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Ah,
so, and so nobody's doing that, you know. So, well, why not? Let's do it, you know. But there is a bigger picture that we have in mind. And so, Christine, it goes back to that conversation. You know, what do you want out of this online internet stuff? You know, and well, what do you really
okay.
actually, what do you really want out of your career, your path, your creativity? And when you find tools that help you reach for that goal, then you gotta find a way to make those tools work for you. And
Yeah,
because,
absolutely.
oh, there you go. So that's it. That's all. And
Hey guys, take a look at these scary skull in the share your art with.
okay, let's see. They
oh,
get skills.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's a duck.
Nice.
Like it.
There you go. That does inspire me to draw some more skulls. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What's that, like a top hat? I
That's
like that.
really good.
Yeah. Oh,
We
look
had
at
a whole
that.
duck thing going on with the Australian guys for a while. We were making ducks all over the place.
Yeah, I started making animation for them, and then like it just took off. You know, everybody was doing ducks all over the place.
And Christine, I just realized where do I hear that a boot from, and that's Steve.
Steve,
Steve's.
yeah, that's why he
Yeah.
said out,
Mhm.
out, but he's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So he's the weirdo, not you.
No, 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 no.
Thank you,
The
Dan.
crazy weirdo. You gotta get
Yeah.
it straight. I'm the crazy weirdo.
The weirdo.
That's because he grew up near Ottawa,
Ooh. Oh,
and
really?
they
That's
And then
right.
Oh,
they
really?
talk like that near Ottawa.
Yeah, I know Ottawa.
and then you went all the way to New Zealand.
Well, Vancouver first, and then New Zealand. Yeah,
What?
lots of
Like,
distance.
yeah, like, yeah. For I
Like
think
that.
Talk about a latitude change.
that's like as far as you can possibly get. You
He's
have.
not like I want
Yeah,
to move. I want to change my
so far.
latitude.
Hey,
Right,
right.
right.
Yeah, I'm with you. I need to change the latitude.
Now
Oh yeah,
it's
gotta go
can only
south.
walk backwards. You know, no more front.
Yep. Yeah, then I get to New Zealand, and I get people telling me I sound Irish, but only in bars. So I'm suspected that they were all drunk when they were calling me Irish.
Or you were drunk.
Oh,
Or you were
I
drunk.
don't go. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't go to meetings, so I guess I'm a drunk.
There you go.
Is that the difference?
Yeah, save a lot of time not going to meetings.
More time for drinking.
I had a Scotsman actually tell me. Dee's just posted here. A Scotsman one time. I was going to this event. There was a remake of a movie, really old movie, like from the 40s, made in Scotland. It's what's the name of it? It had the plot was this little island just off of Scotland had completely run out of scotch. It was a comedy, of
Ooh.
course. And then a big boat full of scotch comes up and crashes on a reef right like close by the island. Not quite on the island, but it's close. So everybody on the island is trying to figure out how to get out to this boat and get the scotch onto the island. And then the military knew that there was going to be trouble, so they sent a small unit, a regiment of soldiers to protect the boat. But of course, they're looking at the boat and thinking, scotch.
Oh,
Who's going to get the scotch first, the military guys or the island people? And the island people won, of course. They went out there and got it. Whiskey Galore, that's the name of it. So they made that movie in the 40s, and then they just made a brand new version of it, like a remake, about 3 years ago or maybe 4 years ago. And they had this big event at a cinema here, a movie house. And so I went. It was ridiculously cheap to go there. It was like $10, and you got to see the movie. And
Remember
then
those?
before the movie, there was a bunch of scotch that you could drink, and that was free.
what?
And eat some food and whatnot. Yeah. And then afterwards, they said you come out afterwards and then you can have more scotch. And I said, okay, I'm in.
They want you to leave a good
It was
review
fun.
on the movie. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
They're like,
go
yeah,
tell all
yeah,
your
but-
friends. Well,
Yep.
yeah, it was really good, and plus scotch. There was lots of scotch.
I can't
I
look
got
at
one
it.
for you, Steve.
A Scotsman
Steve, I
there,
got one for you.
he said he heard me say something, and I must have said "oot,"
Oh.
like as a bit of a joke on making fun of his accent. He says, "You're Canadian, I can tell." You said "oot," and I said, "What, you Glaswegian?" Don't tell me that.
Very cool.
It was a good night, really good.
Yeah.
There was even like Highland dancing and stuff. It was excellent. They had people performing and singing. It was really good.
And that was just the people in the audience drinking scotch, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Me too. I danced.
All right, y'all. We're going to get to the end. I'm going to go ahead and sign this for a second. And the last thing I'm going to do is sign it, and then that's it. We're going to be done for tonight. Thank you, Rasamine, Void, and Tom. You guys are still engaged here on
They are hanging in.
Behance. Word. Thank you, everybody, for being here and hanging out. Let's see. Hanging out. On yeah, you guys make this time go by real easy and fun. And then so there it is. So far tonight what we got done, and I say we, but it was all me. It was all me. But I do appreciate everybody who stuck around while I had to run off for a second. However, this drawing here is not finished. We'll come back to it another day. That's how it started, and this is where we at. It is I'm saving it in my Creator Cloud documents so that then I can come back to it either from this iPad or a different iPad or just Adobe Illustrator on the desktop. This is all the time we have today. Let me see what we got going on. Steven was joining us from YouTube along with Preston. Preston's everywhere. And Odari, Christine, Rastamine, Tom. Let's see, Merv, very cool. That's a cool name. Virginia. Who else did we see? Tamika stopped through. Monica, Marcio. Good to coming by. Josue. It says, I think nothing like works Illustrator. Nothing works like Illustrator in a computer. Yes. Mythical did say something about taper edges. So maybe he was talking to me. I'm not sure. I kind of missed that. I'm sorry. Let's see who else jumped
Can you
on.
shout out all 750 people that came through, please?
Yes, all 700 of you. Let me ask big hands for who that was so I can send you a thank you note, a handwritten thank you note. Paloma, Christine, Motor Void. Thank you. And if you left a
Sean
comment,
K was here.
who was that?
Sorry, I misread my screen. I thought Sean was here, but he wasn't.
Okay. Let's see. Experiences video maker. Cool. Go ahead and put a name so we get to know who you really are. Daryl says fresco is the closest thing to a pencil sketch. It's close. I don't say if it's the closest thing, but let's have an art battle about it. Daryl, what's up? What's up? A friendly art battle. Friendly, okay? Friendly.
Numbers
Uh,
are going up again. Keep talking that game,
keep
Dan.
talking smack. I have an idea, Tom. I do have another idea. When I was telling you about, how I have ideas for shows and things that we can do to connect with our sponsors, that's one of the other ideas that I have. DTM versus everybody. I'll take any contender any day,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
anytime. Yes, you set the time limit and the theme, and let's go. Let's go.
I'm
So
making the lettering logo that says DTM versus Body.
everybody. That's right.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Love it.
Well, Dari,
Love
if
it.
you're not gonna say finna, you can't say everybody.
Finna do.
Finna.
What does finna mean?
You ain't finna fight everybody.
What you about to do?
It means I am fitting to do. I am fitting
Fixing.
to do.
I am
I
fixing
am.
to.
I'm
I'm
fixing to
fixing.
do.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Fitting.
I'm fixing. People say I'm fixing.
Yeah.
I'm finna wash my clothes. I'm finna
I am
wash my
going to.
car.
It's
I'm
a
finna
slang
call
for
out of
I'm going
work.
to.
Dan had to go to
Okay.
the Google Urban Dictionary and look it up.
You guys had to. I've been
Then what was the other one that you said, Dan?
Everybody.
everybody.
Oh, everybody.
With,
Well, that's
Everybody.
fair.
with
Er,
no, body with three R's.
Everybody.
E
Yeah,
R
right.
R R B O D Y.
Everybody.
Everybody. Redman had a song like that. That was a banging song. Let's
Mess
see.
around. I'll call Redman Three-Way and get him on the stream with us,
Go
and the
ahead. Go
numbers will
ahead.
really pop.
Go ahead.
Oh
Tell him.
boy.
Go ahead. Tell him I'm still sore. I'm still unhappy about the day he left me outside the club. Uh, in Miami. We was in Miami. Yep. All right. So NI3 Designs. Thank you for stopping through. RB. I'm saying the names of the people who left a comment in the chat. In the chat. Let's see. Let's see. Sarah, Shoshana, and
Shoshana,
that's
that's
every. And then D, of course. D78s. I appreciate you guys. Still, you guys made tonight fun. We had a good time. We was drawing. We listened to the conversation on Discord. You're invited to come and hang out with us. We hang out more often than we stream, so um, this is an opportunity to build community, get to know other artists and creatives, get that supportive encouragement in your art and creativity, and see where it leads. That's all. You don't have to feel that you have your art has to mean something or be about something. It's your choice. Uh, it's just do it in an environment that allows you to grow and explore that creativity. My name is Delta Tango Mike. That's been everybody over here. Everybody, Christina, D, Golden Rose, Mercurial, Motovoid, Odari Personification, RB, Steve Festivus, and Tom LaRock. So say good
For
night
the
to you guys.
DTM crew, right?
That's right. This is the sketching and
That's
drawing
right.
Discord crew, the OGs. Cause oh yeah, we gotta do the portrait sound. That's gonna be like a whole different live stream right there. All right, all
Now
right.
you
Mm.
thinking, Dan. Now you talking, Dan.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then maybe the vehicle that we could have in the poster would be that VW bug that you already sketched out. Unless it's
Yeah. Everybody
Oh.
crowded up in the VW having a party like in those party buses. Those yes, yes. Okay, okay, all right. All right. So anyways, don't get too excited because then I must keep on drawing. So let's you gotta add that to the list. Until next time, everybody, thank you for hanging out. I am Delta Tango Mike. You are checking out live art in Adobe Illustrator on the iPad. And this was my 100 plus space person. Until next time, see you later. DTM
All right.
out.
Thanks, Mike. Dan,
thanks, Rob.
Delta.
Yeah, you guys are welcome. You guys are welcome.